fine. Don't
My
worry.
bag's not being Prime Minister.
I too also had a drinking night in between.
We're all drunk as skunks. That's a good way
Well,
to
I got
start.
home at like 6 a.m., so I believe I was pretty good at it.
I went to bed at 6 a.m. It wasn't good.
Home at like 6.
Mute that. There we go. So, liquidate my throat. So, to anybody that said there's no viewers, but welcome to Roll20, as I put these on YouTube as well. Who would like to, things are a little bit late, let's just kick off. Who would like to recap from last session then? Or shall I just give a general review if no one can remember greatly?
Yeah, I'm not the best to remember
I
it.
believe we were just finished. We were basically in town and sort of got together again.
Yeah, you spent a lot of time around town doing various things, information gathering, that sort of thing. Eventually, making friends. Yes, you made a few friends. Lots of drinking. You met the half-orc fighter Mugen the Mighty, who after a few drinks and coercing Dokma into a job, and the rest of the team with him, decided to fall asleep, and has probably been asleep for the entire rest of the session. You got approached by the maid of the where are you at the moment? The
bottomless tankard.
Bottomless tankard, yes, thank you. You were approached by the maid of one of the head maids of the bottomless tankard. Yes, it was, and someone she came up to Watgar and said that there was somebody looking for you in the main room. You went out to see who it was and found a dwarf who looks to be wearing sort of like cloth armor. You was someone with a couple of bodyguards as well. Tried to slip you a sleeping potion. Definitely didn't end well. You realised very quickly that this was a sleeping potion. Jumped up quick. You beat the dwarf down. I think you wouldn't knocked him unconscious, but left him alive. So he was on the floor. Nariman, swiftly acting, managed to between Nariman and Kraylin, you just desecrated the body of the second one, who is now on the laying on the floor, just a withered husk. And I think the other guy, I can't remember whether you killed or left the other guy alive.
No, I think he gave up.
Oh yes, he just dropped his weapons. Like, that's it. I'm done.
I'm out.
Yeah, he was realizing that he was outnumbered, and from what he said, it sounded like he was just in this for the money and doesn't really have any other vested interest in this. But that's what he said at the start. So, as things start to cool off, you notice that a few of the patrons that are in the bar have started to disappear off now in the ensuing chaos. So I'll just delete most of these for the sake of it. Yeah, everyone's just sort of cleared out and made space. The dwarf is sort of laying on the floor. You can still hear sort of like moans of pain, but he's clearly still awake. The body of one of them is laying at your feet, Kraylin. Looking down, he's just completely withered and decayed, just like an empty person's sleeve.
What just happened?
Well, he was attacking you, so I sort of did the first thing that came to mind, and well, that happened. He kind of... It's like one of those old, little yogurt sleeves. What were they called again? Used to get them at the lunch boxes. Chopper chops. There, like that kind of. He was a human chopper chop, and now he's not.
Why were they attacking you? Are they old friends, or some of the people you've crossed along the way?
I walked in, and he was attacking you, dear.
Judging by what you've seen, it doesn't look like they're familiar in any way. They don't seem to be wearing any particular armor or like sigils or signs or anything. The only one that seems to be wearing something cohesive is the dwarf, who seems to be in sort of like a purplish red kind of cloth get-up. A little bit tattered and bloody in places where he's been beaten down, but the other two just look like, you could probably just assume they're some kind of sellsword. Just sort of basic leather armor.
I'm gonna, if I can, I would like to search the door.
Okay, give me an investigation check, please. Mr. Watgar.
Investigation. Investigation.
Okay, going through his body, you don't, as you're sort of going through, it's, you're kind of like in the moment, you're a little bit like, find something, you're a little bit distracted, but you do come across a rolled up piece of parchment with a plain looking sort of seal on it. There doesn't look to be like any, again, there doesn't seem to be like a mark on it or anything, it just seems more something to hold this scroll in place. It doesn't look very big, maybe about like, you could fit it in your hand, that kind of thing, but it's currently sort of rolled up in his sort of coat pocket, and you sort of pull it out. He's still unconscious at the moment. No one's made any efforts to try and raise him back at all.
That's gonna be my next move.
Yeah.
After I sort of examine the skull a bit.
Okay.
I would like to first, though.
Yeah.
Would I suspect that this thing is trapped? Would I be suspicious enough?
You can give me a perception check to see if you notice any kind of trap or anything.
Yeah. Because I am.
Yeah, no, that's fair. 22. It doesn't appear to be trapped or in any way. You give it a bit of a turnaround, and it looks like it's very simple. It's just a scroll of paper wrapped in kind of like a band with this like wax seal. Looks like it's too simple to be hiding any sort of trap mechanism or anything. There is music. Let me put that on. There we go. Spooky.
I need to turn that down.
Yes, that would be super loud for everyone. Would you like to read the note?
I would like to read the
Okay.
note, yes.
You unfurl it, and it seems to be written in common. It's not a super note. The handwriting is fairly good. It's not like a hastily scrawled note or anything, and it reads thusly: Jackan, as you are no doubt aware, the resurrection of Lord Mathelix was halted by a band of travelling adventurers. Our diviner reports that one of their group is somehow linked to those dogs of the Drake Blades. Start with a dwarf. Sources say he's a blundering old soul, wandering the world to find some semblance of purpose. If possible, bring him into the fold. Maybe we can find some purpose for him. Find alchemist Colio. He'll have some sleeping potion for you. Do this for me, Jackan, lest you once again test my patience at your ineptitude. I'll post that in the Skype chat for anybody. Important to note, it doesn't look like it's signed with a name or anything. It says Jackan, but there isn't like it doesn't look like it's from anybody in particular. It's like signed at the bottom or anything.
Drake Blades.
The Drake Blades. You can give me a history check.
Sure.
If you know anything about the Drake
No, I
Blades.
have no clue, so yeah, that would make sense. Well, unless of course I do.
Yeah, I'll just. There's nothing springs to mind about the Drake Blades at all. Obviously, you remember Lord Mathelix was the was the undead white dragon.
Yeah,
You managed to.
I do remember that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I pass on the note to the closest to me, which would be Dogma.
Would probably be Dogma.
If he wants to read it or whatever he wants to do
Yeah,
with it.
I'll
Sort of folds
give it
it
a
up.
quick read and.
Okay.
I proceed to kick the dwarf awake.
Do you want to give me a history check as well, Dogma? See if there's anything you notice about anything in there.
Okay. Where's history? Oh, there it is. Found it.
Skills. Bloop. 12. Again, no, there's nothing really springing to mind about the Drake Blades at all. So you kick the dwarf, Watgar.
Yep.
Give him a swift kick. Anywhere in particular?
Well, I was aiming for the stomach, so.
Oh yeah, sure. You just sort of stamp on his stomach a bit, and that seems to. You see a bit of the breath sort of escape out of his mouth. It seems like he's roused into being awake. End the job, dwarf. If you're gonna kill me, kill me.
I have no intention of killing you, you little twerp. I'm gonna drag your ass to the dungeons. But first, you're gonna answer some questions for me.
I'll die before I answer to you. He sort of spits in your face.
Fine. Then I'll get my dark-clad lady over here. I believe Lucy is still around somewhere, right?
You look up. You look up into the. You look around the room. You remember that she made her way into the room, but looking around, it seems like she is not there. Seems like at some point in the combat, she has left.
Well,
the only people in the room that you see at the moment would be, everybody else basically, except for Lucy.
Well, that's awkward. Merriman, don't you have some, let's say, unsavory methods to dealing with prisoners?
Darren gives like a bit of a wry smile and kind of reaches to his sling, but then goes like, "Now, and yeah, I suppose I have a few tricks up my sleeves." So sort of gives his hand a bit of a wave, and we'll trudge over. I thought suggestion had like a disadvantage if the enemy considered you hostile. I don't think that. I'm gonna paste it in and we'll see. 'Cause I couldn't read it.
Believe it does, but I can't remember exactly. Doesn't really say, does it?
No, it doesn't. It's just wisdom saving throw. What am I thinking of? That was like
there's charm person. Yeah, I think
I'm thinking of charm person.
Wiz save. What's his wisdom? Okay. Doesn't seem like he.
Oh, he doesn't.
No, you gesture over him. It seems like he.
I love that.
Yeah. You sort of gesture over, and it seems like there's a sort of an energy which folds over to him. He wasn't struggling to start with, but it doesn't look like he's continuing to struggle at all. He looks at you curiously.
Norman kind of looks to Watgard and not really know what to say. He's like, "Answer all of my little dwarf friends' questions, and you'll be fine."
I'll answer as much as I can do. The other guy to the side of you, sort of seeing this action going on, he's already dropped his weapons to the floor. He says, Can I leave? I'm just in this for the money, please. And do whatever you can do, just don't hurt me, don't cast any spells on me.
Narwin will remove his sling and sort of like walk like about a foot closer to the man.
As you get closer, it seems like he sort of starts going into his robe or something. And he pulls out a sack of coins. It doesn't seem like it's a particularly big sack of coins. Says, "This was our fee. This is what he's paid us to do this. If we give it to you, can I go? Please."
Norman reaches over to the bag and looks to Watgar.
I need to get a gesturing. It's sort of between the two of you. There, just please take the money and go. I'll forget your faces. You'll never see me again.
I have no problem letting him go.
Yes, we have someone here to answer all of our questions for us. I believe you should go. If I see you again, I'm going to cut your eyelids off.
I promise. And he hands you over the little pouch, which seems to sort of, as he sort of fumbles it sort of drops to the floor. A couple of gold coins spill out. He starts to then just bolt out, leaving his weapons on the floor. Does anyone want to stop him, or are you happy leaving him?
He's going to allow him to leave.
Yeah.
Is there anything on the table?
On the table, there's a couple of cups of what look like half-drunk beers, and there is obviously the one cup that you were handed, which you sensed had some sort of sleeping magic sort of embedded into it.
I would like to pick up a glass and throw it at him when he was leaving.
Of the beer, just the beer, or the sleeping?
Just general beer.
Sure. As he's going, he sort of stumbles a little bit. You take the time and just splash him with this beer. He's like, "Oh God, okay, I'm going," and just starts pushing through the crowd, escaping him.
What did he?
As he's leaving, you hear him sort of. It sounds like he sort of is stopped by something. This is, "Oh God, no!" Let's just start running away. What did he drop on the floor? He dropped. There was just a basic shield and a short sword, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, I believe you said so.
Yeah, he had a short sword and just a shield.
I would like both of those.
Oh, and then there's the bag of gold pieces.
Oh yeah, how many is in that?
Looks to be 50 gold pieces.
Ooh, happy days! I finally have money. Yes, I will steal the short sword and 50 gold pieces. Up.
Well, here, can I examine the body that's at my feet as well?
Sure. Looking down at him, he just looks completely devoid. The body is sort of shrunken. You can still see the skeleton through it. The eyes are sunken back into the skull. The skin is taking on a very sort of greyish green tinge. He looks like he doesn't fit his armor anymore. It's sort of like very loosely held onto him. He's definitely dead.
Oh dear.
He had on him a... what did he have on him? I think he had a scimitar and a dagger. I think? Yeah. A scimitar and a dagger. If you would like to take those.
No, I'm
fair
okay.
enough. Other than that, just just like a basic sort of leather armor set. You assume that he was probably with the other guy, so it's
He's at peace now.
Well, semblance of peace.
Ish.
So, what questions would you like to ask? The character you assume is Jackin.
Who are you? And what do you want from me? In reality, not just a sleeping potion and fuck you.
Oh god. Oh, where's my mouse gone? He says that his name is Jackin Ashspine, and he's been brought to bring you into to the fold.
A fold of what?
He says it's the clan that he's involved with, called they're called the Nightbringers. And he's working for the the person that he sees as the head of his particular sort of area in the Nightbringers. Doesn't go by a name, is just known as Master Nightbringer.
Okay.
He asks what you plan to do with me.
Well, I'll turn you into the guard. And just simply say you attacked me. That seems reasonable, I'd say.
What? Before that was gone, perhaps we should find out maybe where this person's Nightbringers
Of course,
function.
I'm not done questioning him. I'm just answering.
I got slightly worried you were going to go here to the police and then you'd lose all our leads, and I'd be very upset with you.
Well, I assume they'll be coming here, but in about a couple of minutes. We have our time to just get our answers out of him.
Yeah, you've not been particularly quiet in this sort of brawl. You imagine that anyone passing through, be they guards, civilians, or anything like that, probably heard.
If that's the case, there, I'll go. What's the saying again in the northern of Ireland? I'll go spot dick, play dick. I'll go by the door and keep an eye out.
What? Okay.
There's like a saying. I forget what it is.
Sure.
And I'll hang by the front door kind of area. Is
Okay.
that the front door, or is that like the other way?
Yeah, it's kind of like the main entrance door. There's a pair of double swinging doors.
So I'll just do like the cool guy thing and lean against the door and just like chill with like looking to see if there's a guard coming.
All right, as you
about as natural as a rock.
Yeah, just like
As a rock floating, right?
completely out of place, but doing your best. You think you're cool. That's the main thing. You step to the main door, and it seems like outside, kind of sort of trying to hear in, maybe sort of peeking around to get a better vision of what is in, stands a very tall humanoid-looking figure. Give me a nature check. Nariman.
Oh, no, wait. No, I can't do anything with that, can I?
No?
I can't do any kind of advantage. No, I can't.
That's fine.
Right.
Doesn't really matter at this point. This is a Minotaur.
Oh.
Who seems to be just sort of looking in, trying to get a sense of what's going on in there. Not one you recognise.
So, to paint the picture, Norman has walked through the door and is like leaning against the wall, all nonchalant, looking around, and turns slightly right and just sees this very, very burly, huge thing goes,
standing maybe
Nothing
about
is happening.
10 feet away from the door or so.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Like, hello there. There's nothing. Would you like to have a drink? Nothing is happening in there. It's absolutely fine. I'm just going to dig into this cornetto. And completely nonchalantly, if you'd like to have some to make you play quiet, then I'm more than happy to share, right? I get the flake. Fine.
Is this me?
If you have a
Yeah, this is you.
Okay, cool.
The half elf in front of you kind of strangely pulls out this small cone-like shape in his hand. Looks like there's some sort of pastry, and like, I don't know if you've ever seen ice cream before, and sort of holds it up and is like, I'm gonna have a bit.
Oh, I don't mind if I do. And he takes the whole ice cream and just goes giant tongue and just licks all the ice cream off the top and hands the cone back.
Listen, I think you should have it. It's like a sign of friendship where I'm from to give an entire confection instead of a small nibble to someone you've just met. You see like a slight rumble from Nariman's stomach.
Let me buy you a drink. And he actually slaps you on the shoulder really, really hard and slaps you towards the door and pushes you inside.
Sorry, it's like, yes, of course, oh shit. Like
it's not so much that he's asking you; he's kind of just forcing you in at this point. Just
someone's bit us to all the fun. And he just gestures at the room in disarray.
The rest of you just see this Minotaur step in, looking very dismayed at the whole thing.
And Nariman's kind of like panicking, going.
Aaron, why do you make friends with all people that look like they want to kill you?
You must be the raggy elf. And this is Nariman. And he just sort of picks you up by the scruff of the neck and lifts you up in the air. He gave me an ice cream.
Yes, it was.
Who's the goat man?
Set you up the floor again. Now, which one of you motley lot's the captain? And you wench, get me a drink.
Are you shouting at the barmaids?
Yeah.
Yes. I can't remember what her accent was. Yeah, sure. I'll just get some. Just shies away and starts rustling around. You hear a bit of a shatter as it sounds like she's dropped a glass. Then picks another one and starts pouring out a beer. Brings it over to you, kind of sheepishly hands it to you.
Brilliant! I'll chug it down in one.
Yeah.
Now,
who's the
how
goat
about
man?
you, stumpy one? You look like you got the muscles to be captain around here. And to come over to Watgar and give sort of a fingery shove to the chest. He has to bend down quite a way to look at you.
Let me put your token on. Because literally last minute I found it. Why is it not there? Everything. It's there. Ugh. Oh, there we go.
Look,
There we
guilty.
go. You should be able to control that.
Oh, sorry, I've got.
That's fine.
Ornate. I have a Minotaur and I can move him. Excellent. He doesn't have his numbers in, but I can put them in.
Yeah.
I just refuse to acknowledge the fact that you're a bull. My first determination was that you are a goat, man.
Oh, not got the chops, eh? How about you, Big and Blue? And I'll walk over to Big and Blue. You've already had a few, it seems. Wench, another one for my friend here.
Okay. So pouring another one. Brings it up to you, Kraylin.
No, I'm okay. Give it to this lad. He seems to need it more than I do.
None of you got the chops for command. Good. I'll have it then. He downs the pint.
I'll get a few more ready, shall I?
How do you know our names and what? Let's start over. I am Nariman. Who are you, dear?
Oh,
You seem rather thirsty.
I'm Kronk. Kronk, yeah. The deacon sent me. He continues swinging on his pint. She says I gotta look after this crew now.
Why?
I don't know. Would you do what she said?
Should I know who this deacon is?
Lucy Mordecai.
Yeah, you've maybe heard in like passing conversations they've occasionally referred to Lucy as Deacon. Yeah, you assume that it's.
Were
probably
you there
Lucy.
when she introduced herself a couple of times, either to you or to other people?
Yeah, you were at the tower with the mage
Yeah.
when I introduced myself.
So yeah, you would know that it's Lucy.
Lucy always introduces herself as Lucy, as Deacon Lucy Mordecai, of Her Lady of Ouija.
Very good.
So
We are.
the captain can't be you, skinny bones, and I'll gesture towards Docma spilling half the drink.
What do you mean the captain can't be me? You can't just come barging in here pretending you know us all. Come from Deacon, and where is she? Why would she just disappear? Why on earth would she send someone
you
like
got
you?
some spirit. Good on you. Get a pint of wine for this pointy-eared guy here.
Come in right up. Shakily sort of brings you over a bone cup of wine and hands it to you, Doc.
Pointy-eared types don't like grog. You have some wine.
Like sort of looking at the wine, it's just like I place it on the table next to me.
I mean, it smells good. It seems like she's brought over like good quality wine for you.
Now, what is I got to protect you from? Don't look like there ain't much here you haven't already killed. Hang on, that one's still breathing. I'll get up and head towards it.
No. That one's special. He's under the effects of brain juju.
No, all right. Magic
It's
is
contagious. It'll kill you.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, I don't want any of that juju.
As you've been having this
conversation, my juice.
Have you been having this conversation? It seems like the magic of suggestion. Now that he's answered the questions given to him.
I still want to ask
like he's kind of
like one more question.
It's conversation happened.
Okay.
Look, I've told you all I can do.
Well, I just wanted to know where we can find this master of yours, in your guild or
We would
clan
love
or whatever.
to offer ourselves as tribute to the fancy dragon gods of the lovely dragons.
Give me
your bringers.
what guy? Give me a persuasion with advantage.
Oh, and while he's doing that, Narman will use a new sorcerer thingy called End Luck and spend 2 sorcery points to add a 1d4 to your roll, Walker.
I'm gonna give guidance to him as well.
Okay, so 13. So roll a d4 for Narman's luck.
Oh, I did it. I rolled for him.
All right, cool.
I had it. Sorry.
So 16.
A natural 1 though. It doesn't matter what you.
He did say I have advantage, so.
Cool,
yeah,
cool.
I had
I guess
advantage
it could be
for the
good.
situation. Kraylin, were you guidance as well?
Yeah, guidance.
So is that another d4?
Yeah, D4.
Yep. So if you want to roll a d4 as well.
Do I roll it for?
Sure, it's your spell. It
doesn't
doesn't really. You will get the 20.
Yep.
Won't be a natural 20, but you'll get there.
Hold on.
Which is R/R1d4. Cool. 19. If you're really looking for trouble, you can head over to Viklam. They'll find you there. Search out the Nightbringers. Now I've told you all I can do, all I know. If you must send me to the guards, the prisoner, or whatever, you can do it.
What guy? You haven't
Hey,
been
now,
around
you
here.
don't go sending a good tavern brawl down the nick.
I'm the one who usually takes people to the nick. Of course you do. That's the most logical place for putting them.
Oh, well, I'm glad you ain't the captain, Stumpy. Here, have a beer.
What guy? Could you help me tie up our new friend here? And I shall escort him to the guard. You entertain our new Minotaur friend. And sort of like gives him a wink to entertain the Minotaur.
I would rather just wait here until the guys show up, considering they will be coming
No,
here.
no, dear. I'll do it. I really do not mind. I will take this burden upon myself. I shall be the beast of burden to bear the burden of burdens.
Well,
Yeah, sure.
she said I should help you out. So, I suppose if you're taking him somewhere, I'll give you a hand and I'll walk over to him, pick him up by one leg, and come towards you. Right, where's he off? And I'll drain my tankard and slam it down on the table.
As you pick him up, it just seems like there's a few just sort of like empty empty parchment. There's a bottle of ink sort of falls out and splashes over the floor.
Ah.
He seems he doesn't enjoy being picked up, but he realizes he doesn't really have much of a choice at this point. Can I at least walk?
I don't know how many of you had.
No,
There's fire in you, Minotaur.
I'm
sure the Nightbringers will enjoy taking it from
not
you.
walking there.
Yeah,
You
well,
tried to slip me a sleeping potion. I say he carries you by his ankle.
Oh, well, I suppose if I'm supposed to treat you nice, because he says so, I'll pick him up by both ankles. Come on, let's go.
Feels a little bit more secure in 2 ankles, but that's about the best you can do with him. So, who's going to escort him to, well, what are you going to do with him now?
Well, Nariman had something else in mind, but...
Yeah? What do you have in mind?
Oh, no, Nariman was going to try and get him out round the back and cut his throat and leave him alone and say, "Yay, for the card now, great!"
You can try and do that, but I have a feeling
not going to happen.
The Minotaur friend may realise you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay here because I sort of feel responsible for everybody dying, but that guy dying at least.
There's only actually one who died.
And explain myself and.
Oh, what's this I'm standing in? It looks like leather, but it's wet.
That used to be a very bad man. He's now become more of a whoopee cushion. Equally hilarious.
God, what kind of brawls do you have? And I dropped the dwarf. So I go.
You drop the dwarf.
I dropped the dwarf.
Fair enough. He falls to the floor.
Is this one going to turn into a sack of leather?
Oh god, sorry, I can't even react to that. It's just so funny. Trying to laugh while eating ice cream too. It's horrible.
There's just a bit of a thud and a moan of pain from Jacken. I'm just.
Well, see, dear, that's
seems like it takes a bit of damage from the fall. Because it's a considerable height for a dwarf to fall.
Well, when it comes to magics and the different types, it's sometimes they go a bit funny, and the people themselves that they are hit by the magic themselves go a little bit funny too. And by funny, I mean a sleeve.
Magic tavern brawls, right? Got
Yes,
you.
exactly. Yeah.
So this one isn't going to turn into a leather sack.
No need hands.
Oh, good. Right, where is he going?
To the police.
Right. All right. Hang on. 1 minute. I'll pick him up. Head out the door. The doors will just get sort of slammed out the way, and you can just hear someone bellowing in the street. Guards!
It doesn't take too much time for a pair of armed guards. They don't look like particularly, just basic armed guards. Come sort of strolling up, a little bit shocked. Like, it's a Minotaur. What do you do?
This guy
what do you want?
Been brawling. He smashed the place up and might turn into a sack of wet leather. And I'll just drop him in front of him.
Breaks his neck.
Takes a bit more damage. No, I'm not going to be that cruel. See what his health actually is at this point. Oh no, well, it probably wouldn't be that much. So because
he was at 0.
He was at 0. So, but yeah, he's still alive at the moment. Just very beaten and battered. It's been a brawl. Do you know this guy?
He's a bit worse for wear. He's had one too many grogs.
Right.
Is Norman not gonna?
Norman's just kind of watching, like, I can't even interrupt. This is funny.
Anyhow, either of you guys want a drink? Barman's very nice in here.
No, we're on duty at the moment.
Fair enough.
From behind the
I guess we'll.
Tiny Norman, like, hello there. I can.
What's been going on in there? And it looks like they sort of reach for. Well, put their hands on their belts where their weapons are.
No.
I told you, mates. He's been brawling.
This man attacked us in the bar. And what is this accent? This man attacked us in the bar. My dear friend was almost murdered. And this man is with a cult. And his name is Jacken. And he's with the Nightbringers. And he's a bad man. He needs to go to prison.
Well, I've never heard of the Nightbringers, but if there's anything we can. Right. But if there's anything we can find out, then, well, thank you for apprehending this dwarf. You get some irons on this guy. Send him off. So, all right. The other one sort of bends down
through the door into the tavern.
Okay, ta-ra! And they're able to run away.
Yeah, it looks like they just sort of get him in irons, sort of pat him down. They wander off. I can't remember the direction, but yeah, they wander off in a direction into the city.
So no one's gonna pick this sack of shit up?
Oh, actually, that's a good question. Can I press a dissertation on it to make it just go away?
You can make it a little bit of a clean. You can make it a little bit cleaner, but this is still the corpse of a dead body. You know, you'll maybe clear it of the smell for a little bit, but you imagine it
cast
probably
it like 3 times, just like to really get the funk.
Yeah,
off.
sure. I mean, yeah, you just sort of sit beside it, and every so often when you get a hint of the funk, you sort of prestidigitation. It goes away for a little bit. You're kind of there just as like a human air freshener at this point.
And Norman will after that use minor illusion to make him look like a chair instead.
A chair?
Like a chair, just like have like an illusion of a chair there instead. Like he's kind of clumped them together, put a chair there.
What if someone goes to sit on it?
You're what? You're casting
That's
modifiers
I was waiting for the
charisma,
guard,
right?
so we can get rid of the fella.
Oh.
Ew, yeah.
Your casting modifier is charisma, right, Nariman?
Yeah.
Just make me a base charisma check.
Okay. Unskilled.
Just unskilled charisma. Fucking natural 20 and I will kill you.
Close.
You sort of spend a bit of time casting, sort of forcing the magic, the prestidigitation magic into it. You kind of, and then you sort of cover him over with a bit of his cloak. You think that it maybe looks like a bit of a beanbag, but it's sort of like kind of lumpy and.
I make it look a bit solid, like no one would ever want to sit on it. It's kind of gross looking.
You think it might fool people, but you know
that's a good trick.
I wouldn't recommend sitting on him. I mean, it's a very nasty beanbag chair. Shall we check out for the night?
I haven't even checked in yet.
You do realize we have the room here, right?
I've already paid for the rooms, so I think. And my tea's in the back room getting cold, and because Wodka nearly got himself kidnapped.
And he's sentence on the telly.
I'm off to go back and eat my
You
tea.
can't do anything here with the beanbag. What are we going to do with it?
Just I walk past, and I just mend. That's not working.
No, it's definitely not going to mend. This beanbag is dead. One of the lady at the bar just says, "Are you gonna leave that there?" Because she knows that this is a dead body.
No, dear, we were going to get the guard, and now we're sort of stuck with it, and don't worry, it'll be gone very soon. We're trying to work that out.
Odd guys just sort of starts running after the guard.
Sure, yeah. You can run after the guard if you want. Taking off into the rest of the night. The woman at the bar shouts into. It seems like she sort of comes out of the bar and sticks her head into the kitchen. Christopher, will you get this body and maybe put it round back or something? I don't want it to scare off customers or anything. And you see this quite human but quite sort of big and kind of fat, wearing an apron, balding, a meat cleaver at his belt. Yes, miss. Boom, boom, boom. Picks him up again, similar to how Kronk did. Just sort of grabs the beanbag by its foot and sort of drags it along the floor, leaving a little bit of a trail of something as it goes along.
I've suddenly lost my appetite. If that's the chef and he's going towards the kitchen with that, I don't think I could eat anymore.
You hear in the air from the back of the kitchen, 1, 2, and you hear him just sort of throw the body, and it sounds like it falls into like a basket or a box or something. You assume it's probably the trash.
Norman is just using prestidigitation to clean the floor up after him, like.
And a few of the other maids start helping you out with that. Is there anything else anybody else would like to do for the rest of the night? It's not super late, but it's probably like middle of the late afternoon.
Nah.
Docma is very stressed, and he just wants to go finish his food and go to sleep.
Yeah. Kraylin and Whatgar? Oh, Whatgar, you've gone after them. Okay.
I probably will catch up eventually. Right?
Yeah, sure. I'll just Kraylin, did you want to think anything you wanted to do?
No, I'm just a little puzzled the reason why everybody got attacked in the first place. So I'm just kind of
so confused.
trying to decide what to do at this point, because you'd mentioned something about rooms, but I don't think anybody had actually told me anything about them. So at this point,
I did. We were walking because I met up with you and I said
you've been in the tavern for a fair while now, so it's fair to say that one of them would have said, yeah, you've got a room.
Didn't Lucy announce that we had paid for extra for a room out back as well?
Probably, I think, or something like that.
I think I'll retire to the room in the back and and have a look through my book.
Okay. So, Whatgar? It takes you a bit. Doesn't take you too long going at sort of your maximum pace. You manage to catch up to them. They sort of hear you coming along. All right, dwarf. What can we do for you? We're just escorting this gentleman, and they sort of nudge him in the back of the head a little bit to the dungeons.
I don't know if the others told you, but there is a dead body back at the tavern.
Right. I'll send you go and check on the tavern. Make sure everything's all right in there. It's all right, boss. He starts pittering back to the tavern. Is that everything, citizen?
Well, that's all I wanted to tell you. No, I'm off then. Back to bed. And all that.
Right, well, good night, and thank you for apprehending this thing. Again, just round the back of the dwarf's head.
No problem.
Okay,
That's
you going back?
all I
Yeah,
said. No problem.
and then you head back to the tavern. Oh,
Yep.
Cool.
I head back. That was the plan.
Seems like everybody else has disappeared off into like separate rooms. I think there's probably a Nariman, Kronk. I don't know if you would have gone to the room or would you stayed up drinking.
There appears to be an empty room in the inn this evening, and I have taken it.
Oh right, okay. So, Nariman, have you gone to a room or?
Nariman has retreated to the bedroom
Okay.
and is almost like a nightly ritual now. Nariman is kind of sitting in his bed, holding the deck of many things and just looking at it. Just looking at the box. It's kind of like.
It's a really nice box.
It's really pretty. Just wants to go through them.
Yeah, it seems to be like a redwood trimmed with sort of golds and silvers. A few not super precious gems, but certainly some sort of glass gem-like elements which catch a bit of torchlight, giving a bit of a sparkle. The outsides of it seem to be. Each side seems to have a different sort of design to it. You know, one's maybe got a dragon on it, one's got this sort of three-headed dog, the other one's maybe just got this sort of swirling tornado type thing.
Doom.
Nariman set the box back to the side again. Actually, not to the side, in its robe pocket again.
Yeah,
It's like,
slip it
like-
away.
getting a bit closer every night, it seems to like looking at more and more, just like no, put it away. Try to sleep.
Close the box up and put it away. No, not today.
Not today, box.
Not today. Okay, so if that's everybody, unless anybody has anything to do, we can go to the next morning.
But like,
You all have a reasonable meal. It seems like it's paid for. A couple of drinks or so. But yeah, the night seems to go. Oh, actually, no. One thing actually. Oh god, where's my note thing gone? No, it's gone. Let's forget about that then. There was something, but I've lost my notes, and it wasn't massively important, so it doesn't particularly matter. Yeah, the night goes fairly uneventfully. It's nice to have a decent bed for the night. It seems like they directed you to one of the better taverns in Stragos. Whatgar, can you make me as morning comes around, can you just roll me a d20, please?
Sure.
like at first light, I want to do something just after you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is sort of as morning seems to be rolling around. Ooh, dear.
It's an excellent roll. Most excellent roll.
Excellent roll. Okay, yeah. So as you're starting to get up in the morning, sort of rubbing your eyes, you don't feel like you've had as much of a good night's sleep as you normally would have done. It seemed a perfectly comfortable bed. You were well fed. You had some good ales and good drinks, good company. Though it seems like you haven't had a good rest, and you still feel slightly worse for wear. You suffer 1 strength damage. Your strength is reduced by 1.
Oh dear.
It's not a massive sort of difference, but you certainly notice that there's something you don't feel as good as you normally do.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a big deal.
Yeah. Dokma, what would you like to do? Because you're probably
sort
up
of-
fairly early.
Yeah. I want to go to the Hunter's Lodge and have a word with Asriel to find out if her scouts came back overnight.
Okay.
Because she said to go see her the next day.
Yeah. It's fairly early in the morning. It seems like there's a few people who seem to be sort of like setting up shops. It doesn't look like there's many places that are actually open at the moment, and the odd sort of person going backwards and forwards, so it's easy enough to get through there a little bit quicker than usual. And after speaking with Asriel, it doesn't seem like she's heard from her scouts just yet. And she's starting to get a little bit worried about that, as she was sort of expecting that fairly soon.
Am I still there with her?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Well, would you like me to go see if I can find them for you, Asriel? I'm sure I can.
If you can find it in your schedule to possibly go out and check in that area, it certainly would not be a bad thing. But obviously, I don't want to take you from whatever personal things that you may have for the day. I'm sure I can send something a little bit more secure that may notice them and stay out of the way of anybody that may possibly whatever trouble my scouts maybe run into. It may avoid that.
Well, let me have a talk with the group I'm with, and I will get back to you around noon.
Very well. I certainly appreciate that. And you start making your way back.
Like give a nod and.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like she's sort of dressed in her armour yet. It seems like she's very much just in her sort of like underclothes and things, as it is pretty early. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Not super attractive, but not like super ugly. Just kind of like, an average kind of. I mean, she's an elf, so for you, yeah, but nothing spectacular out of. But yeah, you start making your way back into town. Back towards the tavern.
See my elf on the way past. It's stayed at the Hunter's Lodge for the night.
Yeah, it's sort of nuzzles up against you, and it's sort of like happy to see you, but realise that there's good food, sort of open-ish, reasonably comfortable.
Yeah, and give it this neutral nod that it's learnt to okay, he'll be back.
Yeah.
And I make my way back to.
Okay. And as you get up, it seems like the rest of the group has, unless anybody would want to stay in their rooms until called, has probably gotten up and has made their way down into the open area.
Gronk's got his way down into the main bar quite early. He's now leaning back on a chair, naked feet up on a table. In one hand, there's a mug of something with a foam on top, and in the other hand,
surely you mean hooves.
No, feet. He's got very large feet.
I had that question. I was going to see what he was going to answer with, but yeah.
No, he has feet. Some Minotaurs have hooves, others have feet. Very large naked feet. In one hand, a big foamy beer, and in the other hand, what looks as if it once belonged to a lamb, one of its hind legs, and has now been thoroughly roasted and quite thoroughly masticated as well. Masticated.
Chomping away at breakfast. Everyone else seems to be seems to be having some sort of breakfast, though not necessarily a giant hunk of meat on a bone.
Pull up a chair.
Probably not indulging in beer at this early, but to each their own. And you see
sort of just sitting somewhere alone at the table, sort of cracking his neck, so something is stiff, wrong. Sort of maybe even a bit of a cough. Something feels off.
Well, Norman's leaning back in his chair at the opposite side with Kronk and looks over to what Garth's holding a little wine glass thing. What's Garth? Are you okay? You seem a bit.
Yeah, looking at him,
crinkly.
it seems. Yeah, I mean, it seems like he's sort of being held down slightly by something. Doesn't seem like his normal sort of springy self.
You a bit land sick there, Stumpy. Don't worry, I had a touch of that myself for a few weeks. Goes away dead quick. Here, have some of this. It's good for what ails you. And I'll pass him the hill.
Yeah,
So
hands your mug of
vodka,
ale.
of course, takes a good swig.
Yeah.
So hoping
It's
it'll-
good.
lads.
It's surprising that someone of Kronk's sort of stature and what he seems to be like, has been offered seemingly for free this good quality ale. Do you want to give me a description of yourself, Kronk? Just
so
we know.
Pushing 8 feet tall, is wearing black and white vertically striped like pantaloons that kind of ends just below his knee, a bit raggedy and worn away. The bottom half of his leg, you can just see some fur sticking out under his trousers, but it's just sort of a humanoid but big muscled leg sticking out the bottom of these pantaloons. He's got a really wide belt with a huge metal buckle and 2 big prongs, and there's a few sacks and pouches hanging from that. And then above that is his naked chest and his massively muscled chest, and the chest hair sort of blends into his bull's head. The bull's head has always got a wide smile on its face, and his horns, as clean as his always smiling teeth, stretch up above his head and are capped in gleaming bronze riveted through his horns.
There we go. Quite a substantial figure. Not the sort of thing you've ever seen before. This is way out there.
So, Norman will get up and walk over to Walker. Now, I believe I may have something up my sleeves that may make you feel a bit better in the morning. Trust me, dear.
What do you have?
What, dear?
What do you have?
A couple of spells might make you feel a bit chipper.
I'd rather you didn't.
You sure?
I'd rather feel a bit worse than be a monkey.
Oh, you'll be a monkey would be an improvement, you sassy bitch. No, I'm kidding. No, okay then, please their own. No, we'll sit back down a bit.
As you get close to him, give me an Arcana check. As you sort of get close and see if there's anything you pick up. Yeah,
Wait.
there's.
Sorry, just meh.
All right,
Just
fair
enough.
enough.
I got the roll.
Yeah, there's definitely some sort of fairly powerful magical effect on Watgar at the moment. You're not entirely sure where it's coming from, whether it was maybe some effect that Jack and cast on him last night that you didn't notice, or something like that. But there's something not quite right about about your friend.
So as Norman goes to sit back down again, he kind of like stops and goes, "Oh, what, God? Did the scary man from last night cast any sort of spells on you? I'm definitely smelling." So, not smelling. Well, if it was a smell, I'd say it would be more like rancid fruit. But it's more of like the magical leftovers of some sort of a. You feel wrong there, like you've had a spray by a skunk or something.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
That's why you don't feel bad.
I do feel bad though.
There's some sort of magical effect on you, like a magical skunk farted on you, or with a bit too many magical drinks the last night.
I don't remember him casting any
A
spells.
skunk farted on him. Unlucky little man.
He is, isn't he? Yeah.
It doesn't smell that bad though.
Yeah, trust me, when you get a bit closer, you'll notice.
So while you guys are sitting chatting away, I was passed out in the back room the whole time.
Yeah.
I just open the door and kind of walk out, holding my book in one hand and holding a good berry, half munching on it in the other hand, and turn around and
probably still a twig just sort of sticking out the top of your head, which you just kind of push back in.
Yeah. Just kind of look around, notice Crunk, and just as I'm taking a bite out of the good berry, and kind of cringe a little bit as I look towards him, and then just turn and walk over to Naraman and Watgar.
Big Blue, morning, mate.
Krillin dear, could you do me a favour? Could you walk around Watgar and see if you can get a sense of any kind of magic woobly booblies? I'm convinced there's something wrong with him today.
But
He doesn't feel well.
Careful though, his skunk's farted on him.
Yes, it's very bad, very stinky.
Magic? Let me see. I just kind of raise my hand up towards his head and cast Detect Magic.
Oh.
Okay, let me just look at unless you've got it there. Where the hell did my PHB go? Oh, it's on the floor.
The
Power of Christ compels you.
The power of Christ compels you. Detect magic. Where are you? Detect magic. Let's see. Yeah, there is definitely some magical aura around him. And you learn at School of Magic, if any. This would be
the school of skunky smell magic.
I want to say enchantment magic. I think. Yeah.
I believe our friend
I may at some point change my mind on that because I'm not 100% sure because I forgot to scroll that down. But it seems like the magic is a draining kind of magic. Whatever is affecting him is draining some part of him. Looking at him, it's sort of hard to tell exactly what it is, but it's some sort of physical aspect of Wotgar.
Did that stinky dwarf actually cast a spell on me? I don't remember him casting anything.
Oh dear.
I think people in glass houses shouldn't throw stone skunk spray.
Well, there's something definitely wrong with him at the moment. Does seem a little charmed.
Yes, it's terrible. The curse is made of a small, hairy man. What do we do? No,
What? He doesn't normally look like this.
I punch Nervin.
Oh, that's a good way to get started. And Kronk starts standing up and like rolling up imaginary sleeves.
Oh god!
Right, who's first?
Sort of slight. Yeah.
As I walk in as I see a sort of Kronk.
Yeah, you see Kronk sort of rounding up on Narman a little bit. Doesn't seem like angry, It seems to almost be sort of like joyously laughing. Come on.
Oh, you timed it good, Pointy. Come on in. Have some ale. You need a few before this gets started.
No one's having ale and nothing's getting started.
Oh, I forgot. Wine. Get some wine in here.
No, that's not it either. We need to figure out what the whole reason Wotgar nearly got kidnapped last night.
What?
Oh yes, Doc, my dear. Wotgar has some magic curse on him.
He got kidnapped by a curse, and now he smells like a skunk. What?
And now he's a dwarf as well. It's terrible.
He wasn't a dwarf either. God, you guys live it complex.
He's a very interesting guy.
And you don't punch stuff enough.
Stop listening to Nariman. You very quickly figure out that he is a bit mad. Most of what he says is dribble.
Not wrong with a bit of mad. I get a bit angry every now and again.
So far from what I've seen, you're all a bit mad.
We're all mad here, dear. You're the one that's blue, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask about that. Is that like a disease or something?
No, I've always been blue.
Oh,
Have you always had horns?
Yeah, they're good, aren't they? Check it out. So, that's not a curse then. Use blue normally, and he's not a dwarf. Is he usually blue?
I don't know. I'm fairly new to this group.
I am a dwarf. Stop listening to Nariman.
In the community, he's called a bear.
Bear. What? You don't wear clothes?
I'm a bear sometimes.
This
I don't think I'm
conversation is getting weirder and weirder.
Norman is just gonna chug the rest of his wine and just like walk to a corner of the room, just shake his head, go, God, what have I done now?
Sometimes.
Where's the high mage to cast Meteor in this situation?
I think we should all just take a deep breath and just relax. Now, if we'd all like to come sit around this table, I need to talk to you all.
Hey.
Well, Kronk not so much, but as you're here and been told to look after us, apparently, but...
I don't know so much about you, but, if you're a captain, then maybe. No? Oh, well, never mind. Here, have your wine. I'll take it from the maid and hand it over. Now, what is it we're doing?
What kind of a captain are you even talking about, lad?
Hey, sorry, mate.
What kind of captain are you even talking about?
Well, every crew's got to have a captain, hasn't it?
Meanwhile, Norman has like had his head down and he's actually cast minor illusion and he's made himself a tricorn kind of hat. like, Captain, you was there. Good morning, sir. Like, take tip.
That's a grand hat. Where'd you get one of them?
You mean the ship? You mean the ship captain? The ship kind of captain.
You guys don't have a ship, at least not here, unless it's in that river.
So, what Wotgar then proceeds to do is have a little shiver of memories, of very, very bad memories of being on a boat. Because boats are bad.
You've gone a little greener there, pal. let's listen to the elf, see if he's got some interesting to say. In the meantime, I'll get you another ale.
Aye, ale, aye.
From the bar, you guys hear Kronk and the barmaid saying, "Are you going to be drinking much more? I might need to make. We're sort of running a bit low now. You've been drinking a lot."
Oh, well, I'm sure next time you'll get some better stuff, eh?
Okay. Shovels himself off.
Right, now that I have your, I wouldn't say undivided attention, but I suppose the attention that some of you can give, I suppose.
What was that?
Just
sorry,
sit
go on.
there, sit
go
there.
on.
Naaman and Whatgar and Kraylin, can you remember when on the way into the city we came across them owlbears?
Yes,
Aye.
the poor thing.
Yes,
I remember very little about it.
Yeah, because I went there for the session.
Oh yeah. There's I was telling you about they run into orcs, agree? And when we got into this city, when I was at the Hunter's Lodge, I said, there was orc movement and there was a lot of trouble going on the way we came in, and they sent out some scouts, but they haven't returned, and I'd very much like to go investigate, obviously preferably with the help of yourselves, because as a member of the lodge I feel obliged to help out when I can.
So, if we go and crack some heads, do we get to be a member of the lodge too?
I have no idea.
Dogma, you know that's not how it works.
Yeah, I know.
You can lie, yeah.
Well, sounds good anyway. Where do we start?
I need to go and talk back to the Azrael, who's the main person of the lodge in this area. If everyone else is happy to go out to the west the way we came in.
Well, Doc, my dear, all I'm really hearing is, Nariman, you were right all along. We should have followed up on your hunch and listened to you because you're so clever, so handsome, and so smart. Did I say clever? I'm very clever.
I wanted to go.
I wanted to go to the orcs as well.
You don't look very clever in that hat.
How dare
I
you.
like the hat.
It's the finest of fake leather. It's called pleather. We have Mugen. Isn't he going to run off and die if we don't go with him today? What even is he?
You hear from the bar, the woman shouts back, "You're probably not going to see Mugen for the majority of the morning. He usually sleeps quite late after a heavy drinking session. I'll tell him that you were looking for him when he wakes up. You obviously know what he's like."
Yes, but we can't leave now because Mugen will get himself killed. I love the man. I was with him for weeks, months.
Well, what if we
months?
Months. What if we leave him a note?
Really think Mugen can read? Do you think he'll even listen to someone that reads it to him? He's going to go, I don't care, and then run out and get himself murdered by some sick little Hydra thingy.
Hydra?
Yes, the big scary snake with which you can bash its head in.
Oh, many heads. Excellent.
More heads to cut off, yes. Like trying to get him on his side of it. Now, I do agree that the orcs are rather important, but I'm going to go with the whole, what's the psychological term again? Monkey sphere. You have little bubble and all your little friends and families are inside there, and outside of it's the rest of the world, and they could all burn, but all people inside are safe. That's all you care about. That's what I do. I care. Everyone can burn. Mugen's more important to me than these orcs, because that orc is more important to me.
Snakeheads, all of them smash.
What if we try and wake Mugen up, and then perhaps he can agree to come with us to the orcs?
Yeah, that sounds good. Do you want to go wake Mugen up, or should I give it a shot?
I am not touching
You want
Mugen
to
when
pull a
he's
short
asleep.
straw.
Norman would like to challenge Doc with the rock, paper, scissors. How about it there? How about we rolled our magical dice instead?
We've got webcams.
We do?
Do
Okay.
it. If you want to do it.
Oh, well, okay. Wait there.
So 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. So
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
Go.
Oh. Ah!
Wait there.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
Go.
Ah!
Yo.
That's the spirit.
Fine. I will be the sacrificial lamb. If anybody hears any high-pitched squealing, please call a cleric. I'll need several limbs replaced.
Don't spoil that app.
Oh no. This is permanent now. This is grafted to my head.
Sure.
It goes from skin to hat now. It's fake. I'll turn back to the maid. Where did you say that Morgan was hibernating again?
We've kind of got a room for him set upstairs. He kind of just lives here from time to time. He does a bit of work, so I suppose it's not too bad. But he'll probably be upstairs. Room 3 on the first floor.
Room 3. Narman will mentally do a little check of his spells. Like, do you have a bucket of water?
You could probably get a bucket of water if you wanted.
I will get a bucket of water.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm back.
From the kitchen, the big chat from before lumbers out. Water.
I'll go and grab the bucket. It's like he probably can't, like with his arms down like this, like all the way down, like heavy bucket of water. And I've got minus strength.
Yeah, you do.
So head up the stairs, like a hallway of doors, right?
Well, before you start going up the stairs, you get handed the bucket and start sort of traipsing over to the doorway. Just give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god.
Don't worry, it's nothing
Mugen's
major.
gonna
Just
come barreling down the stairs and just.
18. Fair enough. Yeah. As you start making your way to the door, it seems like there's quite a significant force which sort of pushes both of the doors open, and you have to kind of like just jump to the side quite deftly to avoiding this door just sort of barreling open. Standing in the way of the door is a human woman. Looks like she's wearing sort of a red cloak, like a red sort of scarf type thing, which sort of comes up to a bit behind her head. I forget what they're called. Bald head, a bit of jewelry on her nose and ears, and just sort of says into the room. Are there any heroes in this godforsaken city? Someone with some considerable skill. Please, I beg of you.
Like, already gone bright red, and it's just like
looking at you as you're the first person there. Please, do you know of anybody?
I've been known to be the sort of what's wrong?
She would you come inside? I have some explaining to do.
Looks down the bucket.
Hold on, one second. It looks like you're struggling with that. And she gestures a bit of a magical spell and gestures it over to you. And you feel a bit of natural strength to sort of fill you up, and you manage to actually carry the bucket quite well now. Strength is temporarily increased for a little bit.
Thank you. My skills are not in the brawn. I'm more of the quick-wittedness. Yeah. I'll just go back downstairs with her again.
Yeah, she takes you aside to one of the tables and says to the rest of the people in here, is there anybody else of adventuring or any strong-willed people here? I'm in desperate need of some help.
Narman, last time I checked, Mugen didn't look like that.
No, but there's a very nice lady who apparently needs our help. And Narman's like, he's got like his eyes like not really looking down, like lovely woman needs our help.
Help?
Like, cleaving.
What's the point of help? She can't take care of her own problems.
It's not. I've tried as much as I can. Are you joining in as well? I desperately need someone. You look like the sort of person who can stand up in a fight.
Oh, I can hold my own, yeah.
Brilliant. I'm sorry for this. Sorry to come bundling in like this, but I'm very quick. My name is Lady Serana. I'm a red wizard of the land of Thay. You may not have heard of it, but the island has since ruined. Was once a great civilization that has since purposefully been written out of the history books. There's a hidden vault underneath called the Doom Vault. There is something inside that I need rid of, lest it takes over the rest of the continent and possibly even the rest of the world.
Let me get it straight. You lost something on an island that doesn't exist no more, and you need rid of it. I think job done, love.
Wait, I remember something about the Doom Vault. We had this before.
No, Lucy. This was pitched to Lucy previously. You've not mentioned this woman before.
Sure.
Meanwhile, Norman's kind of froze and like immediately like maybe misremembering something, but thinks when she said like red wizards that are red mages that it's a bad thing. What does Norman know about red magey wizards? Oh, you've gone mute. All of a sudden. Yeah.
That damn.
No.
Snowball.
You're still fucked.
Yep.
Fucking Snowball otherwise.
You must mime the rest of the show.
Roll a performance check
First
for the
word.
rest of the night.
2 syllables.
That's so weird.
I can understand him very well.
Is that
It
better?
was work.
Yeah, you're back.
Literally
Welcome
just
back.
turn it off, turn it back on again. That seems to work brilliantly. Fucking Skype, seriously. So yeah, if you roll me a history check.
Oh, that's a lovely number.
Yeah, I mean, you've heard that red wizards can be dangerous and possibly evilly intent, but going off of the sort of feelings and how this woman seems to be approaching you and dealing with you, that could possibly be a lie. You think that maybe red wizards are all good. That's about as much as you know.
Any chance I can run a history
Sure,
check
I'll
as well?
let you have a history as well. And anybody else who would be slightly magically inclined. 22. Yeah, you have heard that the red wizards can be of evil intent, but it does seem strange that this particular red wizard is seeking help from the common people. So, you've also not really heard of the island of Thay or the nation of Thay, but it seems like she is. It seems like she is telling the truth.
I'm still pretty much. I'm just sat there pretty much quietly. Like I'm listening to this and I'm hearing what she's saying and I'm remembering something about it, but at the same time I'm obviously not trusting her too much in it. So I just kind of want to sit back and hear what she says about it.
Okay. So yeah, she says that she is the Red Wizard Serana of a sect called the Thayan Rebels. She explains that yes, as you've heard, the Red Wizards can be evil, and the Red Wizards of Thay were following a Lich Lord known as Zastam. And the basics of it are, as I've technically already told this story before, the Zastam is seeking to use the power of a collection of liches inside the Doom Vault to build up an army, take over Stragos, and possibly then the rest of the world. He's been beaten down once before, and in beating him down, the nation of Thay was basically forgotten about. Records were stripped, burned. People who knew of the nation were told, keep quiet or else, that kind of thing. And the Doom Vault was sealed as best as possible. She also says that she has teleportation circles set up to take you there should you wish to help her out, and she also offers you each 500 gold pieces if you take the job, with the promise that there are treasures abound inside the vault itself.
Is my dwarfy friend still around?
Yeah, he's probably around still. Doesn't seem to know what's really going on. He's just kind of like stuck by your side. Alright.
Yeah. Well, he was the one who told me about the place I have to go to.
Yeah.
Let me just check real quick. I remember the place.
Do you remember?
What's it called?
I can tell
Well,
you.
I remember where on the map it was, so I can check.
Yeah, it was. You remember that he was telling you that.
It's on the other continent. Umberton.
That's the one. Yes, you remember that. You weren't so sure whether it was a definite, but it seemed like he was quite sure that there was something going on there, which may lead further on down that path.
I sort of gesture to him and ask him if that thing can wait till we clear this thing out.
Yeah, he says that going by what Lady Serana has said, it seems like this is very important, much more important at the moment. Saying it begrudgingly, because he does know your history of slavery and things like that, but it seems like from his sort of sense, this feels like more important.
Okay, I'll follow your lead then. Your instructions. Will you be waiting here till we finish so we can discuss things further?
Are you saying this to Serana?
To the dwarf.
Oh, to the dwarf. He says, "Yeah, I can wait here. I've probably got some personal stuff. I can maybe do some research in some of the libraries. Maybe get into the Royal Library. Maybe they know something that the rest of the libraries don't."
Good.
He sort of pats you on the shoulder. It sounds like, just if you want to follow this route, be safe, friend.
I'll try to be, but it's hard to be safe when the swords and the axes coming at you.
Chuckles and agrees with you. Yes, I know you're stronger than that, Watgar. You've been through so much before. You can do this.
Thank you for your I'd say support. I'll see you later then. I'll let my companions here decide where we're gonna go. I have no idea.
All right. Well, I'll be here if you need anything. I'll do as much as I can to research if there is something going on in Baton.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, Norman's gotten back up again and has grabbed the bucket and looks like a stern expression on his face back to Serana.
Mm-hmm.
I will return. I believe I may have a friend who can help us. And start trying to head back up the stairs towards Mugen's bedroom.
Okay. You head upstairs. Are you taking the bucket with you then still?
Oh, yes.
Okay, yeah. It seems like the magical effect is sort of following you around, so you're still able to carry this reasonably well. You come to Dorth. You come to the room 3. It seems like the handle is kind of slightly bent off. It's still sort of like attached, but it looks like it was probably bent out of shape a little bit. And inside you can hear the significant, quite a loud snoring sound. From what you imagine is probably Mugen.
Is the door unlocked, or is the handle broke?
It doesn't. I mean, it looks broke. It looks sort of like bent out of shape, but it doesn't look like it's locked or anything. But it is closed. It is closed at the moment. And again, it's kind of slightly off kilter, so there's like a little gap where there shouldn't be at the top of the door.
Okay, I will very gingerly try to open the door.
You sort of push it, and it gets a little bit stuck because it's not quite at the right angle. You have to give it a bit of a shove, and it sort of swings open. And inside is just. It's just a complete mess. It looks like there are 2 beds in this room, and it looks like he's kind of pushed them together, and he's just sort of sprawled out on the bed, not wearing anything, face down. So you probably got a face full of half-orc butt.
Oh, lovely.
Clothes, empty mugs just sort of scattered along the floor.
He farts every time.
Yeah, probably farts once.
Thanks. Sure, let's just add more to that. So I'll keep the door open. I'm going to set down the bucket, and Norman's just going to very quietly. Let's start with Mugen there. Mugen. Norman kind of Jesus Christ. Oh God, there's a memory I don't want to relive ever again. Yeah. Norman will reach and take out his sling first.
Oh God, no.
I'm gonna step outside the doorway.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna make a sling. I'm gonna fire a little rock at his butt.
Just a regular rock. You're not activating the ability.
Oh God, no!
Thank God.
No. Fuck no.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you pull back, load in one of the steel balls.
There's a gas explosion.
More or less. Yeah, you just ping one of these bolts into it. It's fine. He's asleep. It's not exactly difficult to hit him. And it sort of looks like it pings into his butt, ping, pounces off, and
whenever it hits the corner again, like hiding.
Who did that? He sort of gets up and looks around the room, very bleary-eyed. Make me a stealth check if you're trying to remain hidden.
Fuck it, why not? Oh, that rolled twice on my end. Same result, but weird.
21. Yeah, it looks like he sort of looks around, sort of bleary-eyed. Oh, who was that? What? Who hit me?
Damn it.
Oh, Lucy.
You should shove hands. Norman will step back inside and just like, what am I even doing? He's going to pick up the bucket and he's going to just throw the bucket at him, and as he's doing that, he's going to turn around and immediately cast Dimension Door down the hallway.
Okay. You throw the bucket, and as soon as that happens, drop it quickly. Dimension off. And you're disappearing back down to the...
Yeah, I'm going at the top of the stairs. I'm gonna stomp down the stairs and sit back down like, all red.
Okay.
And I say with about a good 5 seconds before someone gets crushed, I vote Wodka.
Yeah.
You did
As
the
you
bad boy.
as you sort of get to the bottom of the stairs, you hear a "Woke me up!" barreling down the stairs, kicking open the doors to the room. This huge axe in one hand, bleary-eyed, not wearing any clothes either.
Orc.
Norman's like
Is
this.
this normal?
The laugh. He's like, the guy was smiling at him.
Just completely drenched at this point.
Norman,
Who did that?
she chucked water on him.
Norman,
Yes,
are you
it was
still here?
Wodka.
Did you see anybody?
It was Wodka. Smart
Oh, I
man.
see. This is funny.
Make me a persuasion check, Norman.
I was here
what?
the entire time.
Make a
What the hell are you
persuasion
talking about?
check.
Persuasion. Can I do anything to make this good? I think I can give myself an advantage. Oh my god, I can get an advantage on an ability check. I'm going to use a long rest or do... yeah, I'm going to use Tides of Chaos. I'm going to give myself an advantage on this
It's
persuasion
fine,
check.
use up all of the points.
Yeah, I don't care. It's just fun.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's funny.
What god? And you see just what he started off with, just like an angry look on his face, just kind of curls into a bit of a smile and a bit of a grin, drops his axe to the floor, and you just are charged by this hulking, greenish grey, naked half orc, just charging up towards you. It looks like he's just going to try and grapple hold of you. Do you want to let him, or do you want to try and escape from this?
No, I'm gonna try to resist.
Alright, okay.
Norman's got this
Gonna
completely
resist.
stoic
Stand
expression.
up.
Alright, yeah, acrobatics or athletics.
Everything's normal.
Oh, come on!
Didn't roll that
Oh,
great.
actually-
Didn't roll that great either.
Oh, I was going to say,
You-
before you do that, I was
Yeah,
going to do
Mugen just starts charging up towards you, barreling. He just easily step to the side. He just runs forward, smashes into the wall. Oh my nose! What will you do that? I was sleeping.
I didn't do anything. I was here the entire time, you
see him
loon.
spit out a tooth.
You know what, guy? You ran up there with the bucket and you said you would bring him down here so we could discuss business because he is going to get a lot of money if he helps us. Isn't that right, Wodka?
I don't wake
What,
people.
guy? Isn't that right?
I don't wake people up with
That's-
buckets of
that's
water.
what- that's what
I
said.
kick
You
them awake.
You insist.
I kick people awake. I do not
No.
splash water on them.
Sometimes
Now,
you
now,
what?
look here, green guy. I don't know who you are, but I reckon you need some pants and an ale. I'll get the ale, you get the pants. What you say?
I just kind of stand up at this point, snatch the hat off,
Right, then I
of Norman's
suppose.
head, wand over, and just just hand it to Mugen. Go, cover yourself, son.
You grab air.
He swipes it from your hand, puts it, slings it over his shoulder, and just starts
Isn't
stomping
it air?
up.
Isn't it just air? He did say he made it with minor illusion, so it's...
It's not a real hat.
Oh yeah, sorry, he just sort of reaches for it, and his hand sort of passes through. I forgot how weird you lot were. Give me 5 minutes, I'll get changed. And he sort of just
And then we'll discuss business
sort of
there.
steps forward, and just sort of just points the room around, points a big finger at the rest of the room. I'm watching you lot, and stomps upstairs.
Just as I'm walking back to the table, I'm about to sit down. I turn to I turn to Walker and go, "My God, man, his penis was almost as big as your leg."
Wait 1 second. Oh, that was cocked. Pun. No, really not. Turns out that this half orc is not particularly well endowed.
Oh, for God.
You calling him Stumpy? I like it.
I rolled a 2 on a d10. 4 inches.
Roll for girth.
Really?
Yeah, dude, literally is there.
Should have been a D16 for the size of him.
Not
Roll for
particularly.
girth.
That is canon now. Mugen is the.
Jay, roll for girth.
Alright, okay, we'll do the same thing. Yeah, that's pretty average as far as it goes, but yeah, it's not particularly long. Moving off of half orc dick.
Terrifying. It's like how the rest of the session, just talking about it.
Yep. So, seems like Mugen has dissipated upstairs. Couple 10-15 minutes pass and he strolls back downstairs, adjusting his buckles and everything. Oh, what's going on? Who the hell's this with Bullhead?
Yes, Mugen said Mugen almost called. Mugen, have a sit. We have a proposition. We have a job that's very high paying.
And more importantly, I have ale. Here.
Oh, I like this one.
Drunk.
Morning ale. Best ale. You've got a job.
Best ale. Aye.
Chings a glass with you, Kronk.
Yes, I'm going to give you the abridged version. Sorry, not the abridged. The too lazy didn't read version. Lady here offers to send us to a magical place filled with baddies. We kill them, we get a lot of money, and we save the world and come back heroes. And also lots of treasure, alcohol, hugs, and no more water thrown by hairy men. And
just glances down at Watgar a little bit. Heroes, you say? That's stroking his chin a little bit. What sort of things are we going to be fighting? I mean, I've got this Hydra that I'm going to go and kill. That's pretty fucking big.
Have you heard about an evil... What was it called again? It was... think of like... do you know what a lich is, dear?
I don't
I get them between my shoulder blades every now and again. Right down here.
Oh, yeah, I'll get itches now and again.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really... How can you fight an itch? They're not really a monster. Yeah, she's still here.
No, we'll turn this around. Sarana, could you sort of explain how scary this whole situation is and how big and bad this lich is to our friend?
I'll try and do my best. And she gestures Mugen sort of a bit closer and puts puts her hand either side of his head, and it seems like she's sort of passing on mental images into Mugen's head, and you just sort of see his sort of quite a happy, excited looking face just start to drop. And he sort of takes her hands. I think that's enough, lady. No, I don't think that's... No, I think I'll stick to Hydra's Narman, though. That's dangerous stuff down there.
Yeah, but see, that's why we wanted you to come with us, because you were big and strong and you'll protect us.
Well, I'm big and strong. I'm not sure I'm strong enough for this. This is big.
Hey, will you at least not go off and fight the Hydra if we have to go and do this? We can't really say no. I mean, like, if we're the only people that...
Do I have to promise, Narriman? What if I get really bored?
How's about we go knock some heads on the snake, and then we follow the lady in the red dress?
And the lady in the red dress sort of chimes in at that point. This is severe. We need to. If you intend to follow this path, then we need to away as soon as possible. She says it's a quick thing. I mean, I don't really want to. It sounds very dangerous. I mean, if I were you, I wouldn't go. But looks like you've got this lot with you. I don't know if it's really anything I can help with.
Yes, they're all good people. Dr. Dear.
Mugen, I've been to the Hunter's Lodge. Killing this Hydra will not get you into it.
Well.
Wait, what?
apparently you can't just get into the Hunter's Lodge just by killing big stuff.
Why not?
I don't know.
That's stupid.
Right, I'm gonna go and speak to Azalea. What?
I've already spoke to her, and she said if you behave yourself, she might have a task for you.
Ooh.
And if you can complete this task, this will grant you a member of the Hunter's Lodge.
Oh, and she might have more jobs for me and more work. And then I might be able
Only-
to go kill a Hydra. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Slurps the rest of his beer, picks up this his big battle axe that he had leaning on the table. Bye, guys!
Mugen!
Disappears.
I just, gone.
Well, you can shout it if you want. But it seems like he's very intent on leaving at the moment.
Behave yourself!
I always do!
Norman just like shouts back kind of like quietly before he leaves. We're like, don't die, dear.
Nothing can
off he
kill
goes.
Mugen!
Oh dear.
Disappears off into the rest of the
suppose
city.
so.
I hope he doesn't get himself killed. I kinda like the lad, even if he is simple in the head.
Yes, and imagine that had burned one
like
spell
our
slot and
friend.
several mental points of sorcery on him. For nothing.
Well,
You did? When did that happen?
Oh, that was when Watgar was doing the bucket.
What?
Hey,
He
Vodka
was?
was doing the bucket.
I think I'll just stick to my ale.
why don't
So-
we going?
Am I to believe
This
that you're
lady in the
this is the group you 6, 5, you 5?
Hang on. I'll
You
go
have
over.
a better idea.
I'm gonna go over to the bar, lean over, and grab a barrel. Right, I'm all set.
Really, a barrel?
What?
I believe
can get
she
a
has
hogshead
our
if you
tab.
like.
I believe she has our tab, and sort of point to the lady in the red dress and just walk out.
Yeah, she has the tab. Cheers.
Without even
just-
just completely lost for words now, and a little bit sort of frightened at this giant hulking Minotaur. Yeah, lets you take a barrel of ale. I can't remember exactly how much is in a barrel. Is it like a gallon? Whatever.
Difference.
Whatever. Yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna
Good
lean
stuff.
over the table to Norman at this point, and just as quietly as I can say, "Not sure this is a good idea. I'm aware of these red wizards, and they tend to be trouble."
Yes, I knew there was something weird about them too, because I remember reading in a little book. It was more of like a little pamphlet, also known as maybe like a propaganda poster
Oh, shit.
about
A barrel
better
is
dead than red, as what I've read. But
just to interrupt. A barrel is 40 gallons. You have 40 gallons of ale.
Well, that depends on the barrel.
That'll do me.
It's a considerable barrel.
Yep.
You
Then,
don't
yeah.
think anybody else could carry this thing? It seems like this bulk just round the arm. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, no, definitely.
We're gonna get pierced.
If we're going through this magical teleport hole thing that you keep mentioning, we'll have to go get my friend.
oh yes, you have to go get your friendly friend.
Yes, prongs.
He's got a friend.
Yes.
Yes, he's very small and horny,
Oh, like a dwarf.
kind of like a gnome, only bigger and hairier.
Oh,
Not as hairy as Watgar, but you know, getting there.
an elf and a gnome. Oh, well, I suppose this is Deacon's job.
So she says that if you will all follow her to the magic school, that's where she has a room set up where she has teleportation circles, and on the way
Oh.
she yeah. Sorry.
I'll catch up with them on my own.
Yeah, I was gonna say you take yourself off to the Hunter's Lodge and find Prongs. Very happy to see you again. Sort of trots in place. It seems like he might have made friends with a slightly smaller deer. And as you sort of take him off, there's kind of like just sort of a nod of goodbye from like deer to deer. But yeah, do you want to saddle up, or are you just gonna
Yeah,
walk
I'll-
through?
I'll go back.
Saddle up.
Okay. You saddle up.
Through quicker.
Cool. Yeah, people sort of give you a little bit of a wide berth. Some of the guards are a bit like, sure you should be doing that, but it's kind of hard to stop an elf on an elk just barreling through town. Yeah, and eventually the rest of you get there a little bit earlier, and Dogma comes in a little bit behind. While you are away, it seems that Serana has passed a couple of maps around. They are the same map, but has given one to each member, which I will show you now, hopefully. I don't know if that's... Can you see in the maps section?
Oh, there's Stragos Valkyrie from above map, that's all I see.
Me too.
Okay,
There's a map section?
Yeah, in the at the top bar, there's
the second on the journal. If you see it,
yeah, it's the
second tab.
Yeah, there should
characters.
be map of the Doom. Oh no, it's not. All players. Yeah. Okay, try that.
Yep.
There we go. And so yeah, she hands you a map of the Doom Vault, which she sees, which is what it sees. So what you see, a very large, very large, sprawling expanse. There's a few things that she tells you about. The what you don't see on the map is it's only sort of a very basic map. There are things called white gates and black gates. On the map, you can see the areas marked in red that have the red outline. They are larger zones in the dungeon, and then there are the ones marked in blue, which are sort of separate areas to a zone. So, for example, if you look at the Abyssal Prisons, there's the Fiendish Arena is an area. Then there's the Temple of Chaos, Hall of Conditioning, etc., etc.
Okay,
While she's explaining this, she hands you a it's a small white actually no, it's a small piece shard of bone with some sort of rune emblazoned on it on a like a thong of leather. It's kind of like a necklace, and tells you that this is a glyph key, and these are what you can use to traverse the dungeon and get through the white gates. The white gates are round sort of circles on the floor, which act as kind of gate between. Yeah, they're the small circles. The first one you can see is at the top of the Fiendish Arena, a small circle. They're the white gates, and they are between. They're in the same zone, but allow travel between two separate areas. There are also black gates, which which you can use to open up portals to traverse into different zones. So there will be black portals which will take you from the Abyssal Prisons into, say, the Predator Pools or the Golem Laboratories, that sort of thing. She says that there is also unmarked on the map, there is a hidden area known as the Phylactery Vault. To get into the Phylactery Vault, you'll need to disable 6 of the the black gates. How you do that, she's not aware. Though there will probably be people on the inside of the temple which will help you do this. The glyph key that she's given you is currently keyed to the Fiendish Arena area. So she will send you in there to start with. And from there you will need to find other glyph keys to get into other areas.
Bloody hell, this is gonna take forever.
Yep. It's a vast underground system of caves, caverns, man-made rooms, that kind of things. She also mentions that Zastam, over the time and spent brewing underground in the Doom Vault, has become slightly mad. The Doom Vault is filled with traps, secret corridors, all manner of things to stop people who shouldn't be in the Doom Vault getting around the Doom Vault. So definitely keep your eyes out for traps, things of that nature. The areas are sort of the zones are usually dedicated to a certain type of thing. So if there was anyone that you would want to maybe know too much about, she says as you're going into the Abyssal Prisons first, she says that this is an area where the the Thayans have been collecting demons and monstrous things of that nature and converting them to their own needs. So there will be those sorts of things around. Let me just make sure there's nothing else I'm forgetting. She's given you a glyph key, which I've told you about. You've all got
one of the abyssal prisons one.
Yeah, that's the glyph key that you've
Arena.
got is marked to the Fiendish Arena, which will let you travel between the pools of devotion to the south and the Temple of Chaos. So they kind of it's the area next to it, but nothing else beyond that. Glyph keys can be combined with other glyph keys, so you can put different areas onto a single glyph key. So if you say go into the dungeon and find another one, then you can sort of combine them together, so the one key will work for both areas. And there's a simple magical check that she shows you the basics of how to do. It's a simple Arcana check, I think it is. She says that there are many of the red wizards. Some will be rebels like her and may help the cause. Some will obviously be vastly devoted to Zastam himself. It will be hard to tell which ones will which, but that may help you out. And yeah, I think that's about it. I'm just making sure that there is nothing else, unless there is anything you would want to ask at this point.
Upon being handed the map to what looks like a small continent, Norman is going to check his pockets.
Yeah,
and
do you
fill
know?
in the 50 gold pieces.
Have you ever seen Dishonored?
Yes.
You know the glyphs that they have. They're kind of like whale bones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of like bone charm type things on a little leather thong, inscribed with a little bit of a rune. Oh, there are also sigils in certain areas called contact stones, which you can use to get in touch with Serana back at the area where you currently are.
To talk to Serana. Awesome.
Yeah, I think that's...
so yeah. Sorry.
So yeah, if there's any particular questions you would like to ask, because I know there's a lot going on there.
Who would like to go and buy some potions?
Yes, she advises that gathering sort of potions and things
sound like a good idea.
Serana, do you mind if we do a quick little potion run, real quick? Just like go and buy.
If you can make it quick, then yes, I'm sure that we can.
I think I know where we can get some free potions.
Oh, that's right. We have our friend, the man that I met, Donovan. I have his name written on the back of my hand.
The alchemist.
I think we can blackmail a couple of potions from the guy who sold the sleeping potion.
That's true. But we should get the move on though. Who has money? We should collect the pool and buy potions.
Yeah. So you all know she has given you a sack of 500 gold each.
Oh Christ!
So you currently have 500 gold each.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. 550 gold then.
Yeah. It seems like she's maybe tried previously, unable to find much help, so is now, here's as much money as I can give.
Yeah. Everyone ready to go? We can do a quick 10-minute run, buy some potions, come back, and then we can go and save the world. Yes? Come on, where's the spirit?
Go on then.
I'm kind of worried this will take a while.
No,
Well-
it's fine.
I'm supposed to keep you guys from getting yourselves killed, so I'm not on board with this shit.
Oh, Kronk, you're big and strong and oh so very fast. How about you give me a lift to the potion shop? We'll get there twice as fast. So, I have an idea. Could you pick me up very gently and put me on your shoulder?
Yeah, but you'll hit your head on the door.
No, I'll duck. Trust me, I have an idea.
Alright,
Ready?
let's go.
Ready? Norman will pat him on the shoulder and cast Haste.
Okay. super speed you now have. Where are you going to find potions?
Don't know. Oh, I didn't have the thing written down.
You know
Green
that...
Frog is the shop.
Yeah.
Christ.
And it was
Yes.
Alchemist Donovan.
Yes,
was
we're gonna hit the
chap he's
Donovan.
spoke to.
So Norman's like hunched over the nog, like, can you hit me anything?
Okay, so you were very, very quickly just running through the town astride Kronk, managed to make your way to the Green Frog, was it? Yeah.
Yes,
The Green Frog, yes, that's how it's called.
Okay. Inside, I mean, it looks like a very sort of simple potion shop. There is a in the center of a room. There looks like there's a big brazier sort of built into the floor with like a cauldron above it. Seems like it's kind of sort of working cauldron, and then the wall is just sort of lined with potions with bottles, glass bottles with various stoppers, shapes, sizes, colours. Recognizes you. Nanaman, welcome. But how can I help you?
Donovan.
That was awesome. We totally got to do that again.
Yes, you need to trust me. I have all the greatest ideas. Not Vodka. He'll throw water on you. I'll make you go fast.
Yeah, that was brilliant. What's this little guy for? And I'll just sort of loom over it.
Hello, Donovan. We're here. Me and my friends, we got here first because I am an excellent friend of magician's magic and made my heavy friend here. Not heavy, strong friend. I meant to say strong, not heavy. You're not fat, you're just big boned. Literally, your bones are massive. Jesus Christ, look at the size of you. You're like 10 feet tall. Hello, Donovan. We're here to buy potions. We're going to save the world.
You're going to save the world? Blimey,
Yes.
that sounds like dangerous stuff there.
Really wish I was kidding. We're going to somewhere called a Vault of Doom, and it's filled with doom people who wish to kill us.
You see a little bit of a sort of a nervous shiver sort of go over him, but a little bit of sort of a with being sort of gnomish descent, there's kind of like curiosity into something new and unfound. Yes. Is there anything that you anything in particular that you were looking for? I have some healing potions. I can maybe look around and see if I've got anything a little bit different. Might be able to help you out.
Yes, essentially, we all have money, but they're going to come later. I was hoping to sort of have a selection here for them to walk in and go this for them. We're each buying our own sort of things, but I personally, I would love a couple healing potions and perhaps anything random that you think may help us. We're going to be fighting against basically demons and liches and zombies and mages and everything the world can throw at us, as usual.
As you're sort of running through all these things, you just sort of see his eyes just kind of slowly widen with each mention of things going on.
In the meantime, Kronk stood at the back, throwing something, and then running and catching it, and then throwing it, and running back and catching it.
Yeah, just sort of sees you sort of pick up something. Just be careful with that! And then very quickly realizes, okay, he's probably going to be safe at that. Just, please tell your friend to be careful. And
this spell lasts 1 minute.
Throws it. Hey, let it go.
Sorry, it's not permanent, dear.
Yeah.
He'll pay for that.
He sort of looks over to see what it was.
Oh god.
Alright, doesn't look like it's worth much.
It wasn't much. There's a little bit of a sort of a green sort of smoke just kind of rises up a little bit. Yes, I'm sure that's nothing. Sure, it's nothing too important. Anyway, let me see what I have here. I have three regular potions of healing. Do I have two? Yes, I have 2 greater healing potions as well. So it's 3 regular healing, 2 greater healing potions. And for all of those, if you'd like them, I can give you a bit of a discount. It seems like you're possibly going to be needing them, and you're going to be doing my job for me later. I hope. I'm sure you'll come back and get on with that.
Actually, it's quite a funny story. We planned to do that first, but then we got nearly roped into killing a Hydra, and then we lost that and got a proposition by the Doomvoort lady, and then we were going to go save some orcs as well, and this takes precedence. But we will do your job, I promise to you, as a friend of the dance.
What job we doing?
We're gonna go save the world.
Oh. Okay, for a no.
Yes, no. For the bald lady with the hair, well, the lack of the hair.
Yeah, lack of hair.
Oh, alright. Lady in red dress wants to save the world.
Yes.
What are we doing for this gnome?
After that, we're going to come back and pick some plants for him.
Lad,
yes.
Can we not do the nice safe plant picking first?
No.
Oh.
We'll do it when we get back, I promise. Actually, I'll tell you what, we'll come back, we'll do it, and me and you together, really fast, with the magic, we'll do it really quickly. See?
Just pay the 500 gold and do what?
Sign me up for that.
So sorry, you were saying
yes,
how much was
so
going to cost?
3 regular potions of healing and 2 potions of greater healing comes to 150 gold for the lot of it.
I will buy all 3.
Very good. That's 5. 3 regular healing, 2 greater.
And that was 150.
150 gold.
3 regular.
Which is a
regular.
considerable discount.
Yes, that's amazing.
He
so
also,
it was like 1d4 plus 4 for the regular one?
1d4 plus 4, and I believe a great healing is 2d4 plus 4.
2d4
I think,
four.
though.
Awesome.
Someone may need to Google that just to make sure I'm not making shit up.
Oh, I'll make sure for you later on, just so we can get through it now.
And he also passes you a potion of water breathing. One from the last sort of water breathing potion he has. Basically, you know, you're going to do this for me. Here's just something a little bit extra, and you've spent 150 gold with him.
Oh, awesome! Potion of water breathing.
Yeah.
Great. Water breathing. So I'd assume by now everybody else would be arriving. If you guys going to the same place?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a case of Nariman was just going to run off, get the stuff, and then come back. Does anybody else anyone else like to do anything? Get anything beforehand?
I topped up when I first got here.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, if he just run out, if Nariman's just bought all the healing potions and everything.
I mean, you can say to
no
Nariman, "Oh, go find me this if you want."
Yeah, if you want to say anything now, I'll get it when I'm in the shop. Or
I need healing potions. Last time I didn't have one. I had to bum one off.
Yeah.
This is the first time Naraman's had a healing potion. The closest thing he had was that magical jam.
Yeah, I could do with some healing potions, as I have none, but I also have to go with.
Well, you got some healing potions then.
Yeah, I need healing potions. I don't know.
Does he have any more?
No, that's all he's got at the moment.
Excellent. And one more thing, dear. It's a bit of a random question. Do you have anything that might help us in? Naraman will look at the map again and sort of like, do you like the touristy thing and turning it sideways? Anything that may help with, say, fire, or anything that may like traps, like dumping acid on a man, or lighting him on fire, or pointy arrows, or a scary witch.
Let me look.
Anything to, like I said, we've got the world against us here,
and he doesn't know what the effects of that potion are. Because I've got this list that says all of these potions, but not what their effect is.
Yeah.
Just
I know that. I think I've got the same list.
Yeah, it's that one that you sent me.
The potion of this, and you're like, oh, it's very nice. But
I know roughly what that does, but not exactly.
I remember that for our game, I accidentally gave one of our characters a potion from like third ed.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that's not in 5e. Thank you, Google.
Oh no, nearly. Potion of. Yeah, he has one potion of resistance. For he has one. Actually, I'll roll this. Someone else roll for me. Roll me a D10 3 times. So three individual D10 rolls. It's not showing up. Okay, so the first one is thunder. Second one is force. And there is and roll that D10 again. Don't be another 4. Fucking Jesus, what? Yeah, roll me another one. I don't want to give you 3. The 2 are the same. 8 is psychic. So there's a thunder, a force, and a psychic damage. And they're potions of resistance, which he will offer you for 200 gold. No. Yeah, 200 gold, because they are quite. They're quite powerful.
Nice.
So if you would like these you gain resistance to damage type for an hour. So force, thunder, or psychic. 200
I will
gold.
take all 3 of them.
You'll take all 3. Then he will lower the price to 160.
Thank you, my dear. You were practically going to save our lives. The last time we had a scary adventure, none of us had anything, and we almost got eaten alive. Well, one of us did, I think. Can't really remember. It was all a blur. Lots of blood and screaming. Anyway, thank you.
You're very welcome, very welcome. I'll await your quick return, and hopefully in one piece. You're sort of bundling along with these glass. He probably hands you like another bag, which seems to on the inside seems to sort of have like leather straps. So they're held like quite tightly together, so they probably won't get like knocked about.
He's just got like 310 gold. He's probably like the richest man there. They're like,
yeah, he is very happy that you just sort of dumped all of this gold on his counter. It's kind of just
Yeah.
you see him just sort of pull it into like a sack or something.
Yeah, no, those were very good buys. I'm glad I befriended that man. Put them to force resistance. Now we'll turn back to Krunk. Like, well, Krunk, shall we go?
So where to next? Where do I get some of those little bottles?
Oh, well, basically these are all we have. And actually, no, I like the man here. We don't want to go buy anywhere else, but we do have the gold. Donovan, dear.
Yes.
As much as I'd love to, I need more healing potions. Basically, there were about 6 of us. No, 5. I can't count today. God help me. But you're out of healing potions, right? You're near my left.
Yes, that's about all I've got in the way of healing potions. If you really want some more, you could maybe try. Lovaz down the street. They may be a little bit more. They may be a little bit more expensive. He's down at the Crystal Jabberwocky.
Crystal Jabberwocky. Okay.
That sounds like a name Baron would make up.
Fucking hell.
It was the Crystal Jabberwocky. Yes, they're very familiar.
That's
Well, at least he's going to remember it.
Sure.
Jabberwock. Isn't that?
It's the thing from Alice in Wonderland, yeah.
Snickersnap.
Yeah, Snickersnap with the Jabberwock. Off his head and then went galumphing back.
We find our friends and then we go and we save the world.
Just put the thing away. Okay, so you're going to see Lovaz.
I'm gonna head back in the direction of everybody else first. If they're waiting there or on their way.
Yeah, I imagine everyone's sort of just waited for you as they've probably given you this list of stuff. And it's like zip off with Kronk.
Ah, crap. I'll turn to Kronk then. We need to go buy a couple more potions then, shouldn't we?
Yeah, if you say so. Where's next?
They're going to go to the Crystal Jabberwocky to see Lovaz.
The crystal what?
It's a place that sells potions. It's a mythical creature that involves
I saw that. Don't worry. This is
and there was
where
a weird blonde LSD tripping woman, and it's really there's very strange mental image there for you, but. Yes, we'll head to the Crystal Jabberwocky.
Now I'm confused, and I pick him up, put him on my shoulder, and head down.
just follow orders, kind of thing. Yeah, the Crystal Jabberwocky isn't too far away. This sort of the area that you're in seems to be sort of related to sort of alchemists and that kind of thing. The shop, the Crystal Jabberwocky, with a name, you think, oh, this shop sounds amazing, sounds really really fancy and extravagant. Kind of a dive shop, kind of like the windows are a little bit grubby. But yeah, there is Lovaz inside who is I can't remember the name of the character, but it's a human, quite an oldish human, black really greasy slicked back hair, kind of draped over one side of his head, kind of like a comb over type thing, a little bit of a cloak on him. Yes, what can I do for you?
Nariman takes a deep breath and... Hello there, dear. We're here to do some business and we're here to do it fast.
Business? I can do business. Pray tell, what sort of thing do you need? I have many tinctures, devices and potions of all sorts.
I do hope so. We've been pointed here in the direction to your shop by Donovan. Have you heard of him?
Donovan, always stealing my customers.
Well, in this sense, he has sent customers to you.
Very well.
So, my dear, I'm wondering, do you have any healing potions that might rival his? I'm hoping to find the best in the town.
I'm sure I have something more substantial than the slop he's given you. His potions are only half strength.
Yes, I did. I give a bit of, a bit of like the tongue, like on the gums kind of thing. I didn't quite get the tingle I'm used to of, the good quality stuff. I do hope we're talking about potions here, not any narcotics.
No, these are the best potions you'll find in Stragos, young man.
Excellent. Show them to me. Oh, sir, you've lost your voice again. It's the curse. I can't hear you. Shit. I do apologize, sir. The best potions in the world have rendered him mute.
Better? Yep, there we go.
You're very far away,
right?
right?
Really quiet.
Put your mic down from your headset.
Is it your headset all of a sudden again?
Hold on.
Oh, wait, stop!
No, that's that's muted. Seriously, I have a feeling it could be my blue snowball because I can see it dying on OBS as well. They're expensive.
Oh.
Fuck. Yes,
When did
I
you buy it?
Hmm?
When did you buy it?
It was
Did
actually
you
a present.
unload
It was actually a present from my ex-girlfriend.
it? Oh.
Yeah. So he's disappears sort of behind a tiny sort of purple curtain. You hear a few glass bottles sort of wobble around and stuff. Yeah, sure, I've got one of those lying around. And he comes back with a basket. Now I have 2 regular potions of healing, and if you're looking to spend a bit of money, I have a superior healing potion.
Oh, superior, what does that one do? That one sounds lovely.
You may have to consult the search oracles. It
Yes.
seems
Let
like
me
I
just
may have forgotten.
Close my
Very powerful healing as a superior healing potion.
Yes, I'm just checking now with my brain.
Very powerful.
Potion of healing. Superior.
I must write these down on my notes.
I don't believe this looks wrong. It says 84 plus 8. That's a load of shite.
No,
That
sounds
looks
right.
wrong.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
It sounds right?
supreme healing is a very powerful healing potion.
Oh, okay. Because like it's on the same thing, it's saying that healing is 2d4 plus 2, and that's not right.
Yeah, that's just a basic one.
84 plus 8, that's like if anyone gets squished.
Yeah, get a rock dropped on you.
So Norman will sort of like move his shoulders a bit and lean in, like go his arm to. Now, how much would you charge me for all 3 of these little potions?
For all 3 of those, my regular potions of healing are 50 gold apiece.
Yes.
The supreme healing potion, I can let you
Yeah.
have that for 1,000 gold. Very powerful magic is the supreme healing potion.
Yes, I do believe it is.
You see just like a little bit of a wry smile just sort of curl around his
I did ask
face.
for the best healing potions in the area. of
Yes,
course.
that is the best one
Yes,
you'll find.
I really did. Now, I believe that all I've really got is 240 gold pieces. And I would like you to sell me all of these for the potions, and I'm casting suggestion on you with it.
I think we've had this before. Suggestion, does it have a...
It's the DC.
Just a saving throw.
It's silly.
DC, yeah. Right.
It's for the good of the world. I don't mean
What's
to
your
be a
DC?
bad
15, is it?
My spells, yes,
Wisdom
15. Oh, before you say the result, I may be able to give... No, I don't have advantage. Wild Magic Surge. Damn, I've got nothing. Shit. Okay, you've clearly passed it. You've clearly got a
yeah,
five.
unfortunately, he's...
Fuck!
It seems like, yeah, he sort of feels a bit of the magic sort of for him. You can try and trick me, but it won't work, son. That's 1,000 gold for the supreme healing potion.
Really can't blame a man for trying. I'll have the 2 regular potions for 100, and hopefully I'll be back here for the Supreme for the 1,000 gold pieces charged with some friends who have more money. Deal?
If you've got more money, then bring it along. I'll be happy to serve you.
Excellent. So I'll take the 2 small regular potions for now, and I'll come back for the bigger.
I'll be open all day.
That's-
You be careful if you're needing some supreme healing potion. Don't want to run into any trouble.
Heavenly Lord. Thank you, dear. No, sort of grab the arm, Kronk, and like almost a bit shaken that his spell didn't work and that nothing bad is happening. Is kind of waiting for something to happen and kind of hurries him out the room.
Cool. I need booze, so for now I'm Chibi's mount.
Cool.
Yeah. We will head back to the group with my 5 regular healing potions, 2 greater, and a sad face.
Yep. So, yeah, a bit of time. You guys have just sort of been waiting, readying yourself, and is there anything you'd like to do while Naraman's away, or just sit and prepare? I mean, Sarana is there if there's any questions you'd like to ask her. If there's anything in particular that you want to know.
Sit and prepare. I'm gonna meditate.
I've already
Even though I
promised.
won't get anything for it, I'm just
making
gonna.
just making sure that there's nothing else that I should be that I should have told you about.
So,
she
what
mentioned
else can we expect besides demons in this vault?
in the area that you're going into. Let me just. It was the. I put the map away, didn't I? Map of the Doom Vault. The Abyssal Prisons. Yeah, give me a persuasion check. Yeah. No, just make that just a regular charisma, just straight up charisma.
Okay.
Just as you're kind of just sort of trying to coax a little bit of stuff out of her. Okay. She mentions that, if I pull up the map again, in the area, you see where it says Abyssal Prisons, next to the right of that, there's a room with a sort of a jagged shape in the middle of that.
Yeah.
That is a sort of a rend in the sort of the material plane, and there have been elementals coming through that. They've, some have been dragged through, some have found their own way through, so there may be elementals as well in that area. She says it's very powerful magic, and it's not the sort of, it is a portal, but you would have to be very careful if you ended up going through that you may not return. So she says, it'd probably be best to avoid that unless you desperately need to go there for any reason.
Aye, good to know.
Can
So
I
please-
take it?
As far as I see on the map, we will basically be going down from the Abyssal Prisons.
Yeah, or you can, like I said, the key that you've been given will let you get into the Temple of Chaos as well.
Well, that's connected anyway.
Yeah, if you see at the top of so there's the square of the Phoenix Arena, and then sort of to the top right of it, there's a small circle. That's one of the white gates. Your glyph key will let you get through there into the Temple of Chaos. But, for example, the key that you've got will also let you into the Pool of Devotion, but that one won't let you go through into the Warrior Pools. You need to find some other way of getting into that one. There are other glyph keys scattered around. Some you may be able to talk your way into getting. Some you may need to fight things for.
Yeah.
But she said, if you find other glyph keys with other areas attuned to them, you can sort of combine them together with a small magic ritual.
Cool.
Can I leave a message with her to tell Asriel
Yep.
why I didn't turn up at noon?
Yeah, that's fine. She thinks that, obviously she doesn't know this Azrael, but actually, let me just for her. Yeah, she's heard a few things of Azrael and know that despite likes things to be done sort of on schedule, but thinks that this is the sort of thing she would understand that you wouldn't be able to be attending. So, Nariman and Kronk eventually get back, jingling around with this little pouch of. It's probably sort of bulging at this point, as it's quite full of various potions of things. And
Hello, friends.
Comes back into the room, and I see you've got everything that you need. Is there anything else that you need doing, or shall we get underway?
I think that's it. All I really have to do is divvy out my supply run, and then we should be good to go if everyone's satisfied. Naren will lean down and place the bag on the floor and go through it. Now, my friend, I have got 5 regular healing potions, 2 greater healing potions, and a potion of water breathing, a potion of psychic resistance, a potion of thunder resistance, a potion of force resistance, and I have a shit ton of potions. Who wants what? I'm taking one of these greaters because Naraman is fragile and sort of.
Dibs on the second one.
Oh. Naraman will just put down the bigger one then and take a regular one because he knows. Watgar, I think you need this more than me, and he'll hand Watgar the greater healing potion.
Hey, thank you. So, how much does it heal? Oh, do I need to...
44 plus 4.
44 plus 4.
And a regular one is 2d4 plus 4.
So I've got... So currently I have got 1, but there's a total of 5. So who wants more regular healing potions? There's 4 left.
I will take. I'll take one.
You'll take one?
I was about 1 each, because there's 5 of us.
Funny that.
No, I'm...
There we go. It's almost like it's meant to be. There's 1 each. You get the big one.
Strange how you think Kronk came to that, as you've seen that it seems like he sees more muscle than brain, but yeah.
Just once a year, it's like a word of wisdom.
So how much does each of you have to give it for the portions?
Well, in total, I spent, it was 360. Wasn't it 360? Asks his brain. Because it was the 200 for the bigger ones and 160 for the rest of them.
Yes. No, it was
It was 310 altogether because it was
310. Yeah, 310.
150 and 160. Because you got a discount.
So each of us need to give you
plus 100. So
each
it's
of us
90
need to give
total.
you 62 gold. Here, you
Oh,
can
no,
have.
wait. No, 410, sorry. 410 because you spent an extra 100 quid with...
Yeah, so I've got
Well,
90 left over.
I'm kind of surprised one of you hasn't been dedicated as like the bank of the party, but
Yeah.
whatever you guys would like to do.
So 82 each. If it's fair, I'll give you mine right now. And so
Okay,
82
then. Did you want any of these water, psychic resistance, standards, and forces, or?
I think it'll be wise if we decide when we get there. I don't think there's any need to distribute them right now.
Okay, I'll hang on to them. But if you want to give the gold now, I don't really much mind. We could potentially die. So.
I'll give it now.
Okay, so it was 82 you giving me?
82.
Wait. Hold on. Before you actually divvy this up.
Yay, maths!
Before you divvy this up,
Yeah.
I wasn't looking to take any of the healing potions.
You got it one-handed to you.
I'm still holding on to this gold. I just want the gold.
Okay.
It's basically
Sure.
gold equals books, gold equals knowledge.
So
Gold unfortunately cannot put your body back together, but
True.
it's, that's fine.
Well, if he don't want it, then I'll chuck you 200 gold and take the other potion.
oh shit. Okay, I'll give him the potion.
There you go.
290 gold pieces plus 82 from Watgard. That is a total of 372. The joys of retail.
I knew you were the best for the job.
Nariman is Nariman
It's
is bank.
sad.
It's the
Yeah.
Bank of Nariman.
The Bank of Narriman, where everyone loses and I am all the money. It's really like I am a British bank man, isn't it? You get no money, I get the money. I've got this new idea for a coin. It's a gold coin with a faulty bit in the middle that'll fall out and be
push
useless. Yeah.
Oh, it's funny because yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking hell. Anyway,
So,
yes, now we are good to go. Do we all hold hands?
sorry, I was just lost in what you were doing just then for a moment. Yeah, she once she's sort of realised that you're all sort of divvied up and stuff. She opens up a door into a sort of a secondary room, and on the floor you can see 10 what look like sort of they look like the what she describes to be the black gates. On the floor, these are 10-foot round circles. They seem to be, I don't have a picture of them, but they're sort of like there's dots around them, and then there's like some sort of arcane sigil in the middle of them, and there's almost like sort of a black smoke just kind of sort of swirling around and kind of rising upwards. And she said that these are the black portals that you can get through. This one will take you to the abyssal prisons. But unfortunately I can't send you to any of the other places. But look out for these. These are the ones that you'll need to...
So, let me get this straight. You guys want to get teleported into an abyssal prison?
Yes.
Oh.
I realise the irony of what I'm asking you to do. However, this is for the greater of the... this is for the greater good. And I understand the things that I'm asking you to do may be above and beyond your capabilities, but unfortunately I've not found any other help, and the world is desperate to not let Zastam escape and carry on with his nefarious plans.
Well, I suppose this has to happen. Are we all ready to go? No, we'll sort of reach out to grab people's hands instinctually, just like grabs like Kronk's hand and Doctor's hand and looks at the rest. Are we all ready to go?
Okay.
I sort of like look at Prongs.
Let me just
Sort
make
of
sure
like-
everyone's tokens are here.
What? Where did the moose come from?
Yeah.
It's just... yeah, I'm not going to say anything.
Oh shit! No, that's not the right one.
Oh, he's massive.
Hell, horny.
Where was it? Bottomless tankard. I don't know why I didn't copy you over, but whatever.
Oh, I've got my old armor values there. I wish I had 18 AC again. Jesus.
Stragos City. Yeah, this is before that all happened. I think.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I have my old health for some reason, but that's fine. Sorry, not my old health, my new health.
That represents prongs. There we go. That one represents Kronk. Yep.
I need to put in his health.
Cool.
I have to remember to keep asking Jay. Everybody remember this.
What's that?
My weapon starts glowing when shit is under 20 health.
That's true, yes. Currently hasn't since your encounter with Jaqen.
Yep.
I
just have to remember that.
I've not been watching Game of Thrones, honest.
I've not been caught up, so...
Well.
I've been going back through it because I know the new season is coming up fairly soon.
Yeah, I need to. I'm so bad when it comes to shows.
Okay, right, so, is everyone ready to enter the Doom Vault?
Let's do this!
Do this, motherfuckers!
And I
Right.
sort of jump
Let's
up and
enter the
down
vault
and walk
of
forward into
Doom.
this black circle.
Doom!
Doom.
Doom!
So,
Right.
Yeah,
one
got that
hand
from Samurai
on
Jack.
Grunts, another hand on Doc Manarma will sort of walk forward and drag them with them, or at least attempt to.
Yeah,
to get him!
she walks forward and takes it seems like she has her own glyph key, which she sort of takes undoes and sort of holds it out in front of the in front of each of the portals in turn. The black smoke kind of starts spinning a little bit more and spreads up to about your sort of height. Gestures you to enter the portals. Wishes you the best of luck.
Who
One
has
minute.
the glyph
Where
key?
are you going?
That doesn't say. She gives a very good reason why she has to stay here.
Now, Crunk,
Oh,
she has to do
sounds
her
legit
hair.
to me.
Yeah, very
She has to
very
do her
legit.
hair.
Because yeah.
There's another droid you're looking for.
Yeah. There's
Sounds legit to me. Through the portal.
Which
I
one of
can't-
us has
I
the
can't find
glyph
what
key?
it says. Yeah, so there is one glyph key which she will hand to somebody who would like to hold it.
Anybody
Can't
else?
take
Is
it.
it holding it or wearing it around the neck?
Well, I mean, you can pocket it or you can wear it. It's entirely up to you. It is a necklace, but it's not like super bulky that it would like deter you if you were wearing it. It's entirely up to you whether you
I'll
want to
take
wear it or put it in like a pocket or something. So, Dogma, you've got it.
Uh-huh.
And are you going to be wearing it, or do you want to sort of keep it hidden away?
I'm going to wear it, but I'm going to tuck it in
Yeah.
underneath my arm.
Beans. Right, okay. So, copy all of your tokens. Let's go to the first area. Okay, now you'll have to be careful of the map because, yeah, it's awkward. Let me just put everyone there for now. Beans. Right, bring the players over to prisons. Boom.
I don't like it. I believe we should leave immediately.
Why is the other one not gone across? Other one has. Why is it not changed? Hold on, the stream hasn't updated.
Interestingly, you're inverted in the stream. Huh, funny.
Where's... Oh god, hold on, the stream has... Why has that died? I may just have to...
No, stream's still
Alright.
going.
Oh, it's going good, just black.
No, I mean, the
in
black
middle.
the black screen, it's not
Oh.
changed for reasons that I'm not sure of why. So I bet that's better, but of course I'm going to need to...
DM group wiped.
Okay, that'll have to do for now. If I make it a
Lost
little
in teleportation.
bit bigger. I'm just
Wild
sort of
magic
put that
occurs.
there for now. Okay, so you stepping through the portal, you feel sort of the magic sort of take over you, and and teleport you into this room. Obviously, the black circle is the black gate that you have passed through. The room that you're standing in at the moment, there is scorched and shattered plaster all around you. Chandeliers hanging from the ceiling, and it looks like there are steps which are leading down into an area. The whole area does seem to be lit, so it's not too hard to sort of see what's going on. And in the room that you are currently in, you see four zombies, which seem to be sort of huddled around a pale-looking humanoid man. Is it a humanoid man? No, it's a female Yes, this is a female. Female human, but pale skin. Eyes look to be kind of red. Hair is kind of bedraggled, but wearing it down, and just kind of looks at you very, very curiously. "What are you doing here?" she says to the rest of the whole group. Just sort of at this point, kind of, what's this?
What are you doing here? You shouldn't be here.
Is there an echo in here?
I'm afraid I'm not the one who needs to be asking questions. Sorry, no, what? Reverse that. I'm not the one who needs to be answering questions. This is my post. You have entered into here. What brings you here?
We've gotten lost.
Well, I just put some.
Where are we,
out.
dear?
Give me a persuasion check.
I am not using any points.
Something tells me you can't just stumble up into the vault.
And be like,
Oh God, no. Oh, this is gonna be. Oh no! Don't tell me I just. Oh God, did I?
Yeah, did something go wrong?
No, I just accidentally closed off the Roll20 browser.
Oh no!
Ooh. Yeah, that's painful. Yeah, I did that a couple of times. Yeah, it's annoying.
I will wait until you come back.
Yep.
Yeah, because that roller will have.
Yeah, I didn't roll, thankfully.
Oh, that's fine. Why did it not put? Did it put the thing in? Did it not? Oh, hold on. Oh no! God damn it! Okay, so because I'm logged in as the stream view on the other one. This has logged me in as stream view, not GM. God fucking damn it! Right, exit game. Oh dear, talk amongst yourselves. Just while I change this through, it's thankfully not a massive thing to set up. Sign in as me. Also,
So we're ready to murder a woman because she's got zombies.
Straight. Why on earth? Oh, that's in character voice. We're just talking.
Yeah.
Why on earth would we be like this? Vault is this? We're in the abyssal prison, which is kept really, really, really bad demons and monsters, and they've put an old woman and 4 zombies as guards.
Doesn't look an old woman. She looks relatively young. You would assume sort of a middle age.
Just had a hard life.
Upload it. Hold on then. Vampire Spawn.
It's a hard knock life.
Life for us.
It's a hard knock life.
For us. Is that Kip?
Oh god, it's Yip again.
Yep, of course. Oh god, it's huge. Oh god.
Okay.
Also,
Like
yes.
looking at Mugen's penis.
We need
We
more
know
than great.
that's
He
fine.
really zoomed in.
And yeah, there are 4 of these zombies. Yeah, I'm reverting to these round tokens because it's just been getting way too much of an annoyance finding other tokens that seem to work properly.
I'm going to persuade the bum
Right.
off of you,
Yes.
dear.
So persuade. Fair enough. Yeah. So sorry, what was the question before I just broke down?
You're, what did I even say? I was just like, we gotten lost, where are we? And then it was like, why are you here was like the first thing. Gotten a bit lost.
Very, very well. I suppose that's fine. I would say if you report to Isem down in the pits over there, and she sort of gestures to the west. Yeah, gestures to the west. He may be able to point you in a better direction.
Guys, those 4 fellas don't look too well.
Yeah, surrounding this woman are just these. There's a mix of male and female, but they just kind of seem to be sort of rotting and dark pale skin. The eyes are just kind of blackened, and just kind of slumping around, kind of. Obviously being held at bay. This, in fact, if everyone can give me a nature check, please.
Oh, nature. I love nature.
I love nature, dude.
I love nature. Nature, man.
I say I love nature.
24. Yeah, you do love nature. And what guy? Okay, Dokma, Kralin, and Nariman, I think. Yeah, this is a vampire spawn. This is
Oh God!
similar to a vampire, but a lot sort of lower in power. These are kind of like people who have almost given themselves to the vampire. It's kind of like a servitude type thing. Not as powerful, but can still do similar things that vampires can do. Not quite yet fully traversed into the... I don't know what the word is, but they're not fully vampire yet.
They haven't embraced the dark.
Not completely, no. But they're probably... they're people who become vampire spawn probably on their way.
We have not been kindled.
Does Norman know, like, if these are inherently evil things then?
Generally, vampires are fairly evil, evilly aligned creatures. Though it seems like you have convinced this one that your group is meant to be there. It's just look a little lost. Maybe your new recruits or something like that.
So who did you say to report to again? There was a man down there.
Report down to Isem.
Isem.
Down in the fighting pits.
Isem. Awesome. Thank you, dear.
She,
come on, friends.
She
be off.
sort
We need
of,
to get back to our proper toast.
She sort of says something to the zombies who just kind of lurch backwards out of the way and let you pass through. She does seem to watch you as you just kind of sort of pass through the area. Well, she opens the way so you can go if you would like to.
I'm just sort of sat on the back of Prongs as Prongs follows the group, but I'm watching behind.
So you're sat on Prongs?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm like facing back, so as we walk past, I'm like watching them as Prongs just follows everyone else, so you can see what's ahead of me.
Yeah.
Come on then, friends. Must report the E7 to find our regular post. Let's be off. Norman will look back to the group like, let's be off! Like a kind of look and head down.
Okay. As you start working your way down the sets of stairs, the room opens up to a considerably larger room. Looks like at one point this was some sort of you get the sense that there's maybe some sort of temple nature to it. The sort of the columns. There's a few at the back which seem to have sort of been broken off. And if you're looking up to the ceiling, which is about 30 feet high, you can see like the what looked like there were columns in that place, but have since been broken down to accommodate this sort of big pit in the middle, which is about 15 foot lower than the floor that you're stood on at the moment. To the back of the room, I don't know why I didn't put these tokens in already. Oh man, I didn't put an actual vampire token in. Sure, we'll use the vampire spawn again. There is a pale human vampire. Looks to be fairly well dressed in purples and reds, and it looks like he is almost sort of presiding over a fight that is going on in the middle of the pit. From where you are, you can kind of see. Let me look. Looks like you can see some sort of wings, sort of just occasionally poking up out of the tip of the surface of the pit there, and you can certainly hear the sounds of combat. Kronk, as you have started to go forward and get a little bit closer, can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
I can eventually. Voila.
Boom. Okay. Yeah. As you sort of step closer to sort of get a bit of a better look into the pit in the middle, you feel a force almost sort of compelling you to jump down and join in the fray. But you realise that this isn't something that you yourself want to do. You don't feel like that'd probably be a good idea. I
don't know. What's down in the pit?
You're sort of well. I mean, that's it. There is a force which feels like it is pushing you to compelling you into the pit. Inside there are, let me see, 9 human commoners. They just look like peasants wearing very simple sort of threadbare clothes, no shoes on or anything. An elf with long blonde hair tied, what looks like at one point was probably tied back quite nicely, but is now just kind of frayed everywhere. There's a few cuts and marks on her, and in the middle of that, give me let me think. Give me an Arcana check. Kronk. Fair enough. Yeah, you upon your travels, you've heard of a few things of this demonic nature. You know that this is a creature, certainly not as big as that, called a Vrok. These are kind of winged, bird-like demon beings. They're kind of like foot soldiers of like a demon army. It's definitely not that big. It is quite a large creature. Though looking at it, from what you know about Vroks, they're usually a lot more muscled, usually a lot bigger as well. This one seems to be quite haggard. Some of the feathers on its wings seem to be sort of plucked out in places. It looks like it's sort of breathing quite heavily. It doesn't look like it's doing particularly well, but then again, nothing else in the fighting pit seems to be doing particularly well either. Yeah, you have succeeded on the saving throw, but of course you can just jump in if you would like.
No, I'll just be sort of, well, that doesn't look like a very good fun fight. They're all half dead.
Yeah, there are... Yeah, 9 humans and this gold elf. Well, the golden, sort of blondish looking hair. Looking particularly sort of haggard and kind of just in the middle of a combat, and the vampire at the back, who you assume is kind of just presiding over it and saying, yes, fight on, make the demons strong, with your lives if you must. And sort of notices you from the sort of coming down the stairs, and kind of looks back past you at the vampire spawn who was behind, who sort of gives a bit of a nod and a bit of a look. Seems like you've been sort of given entry to this area.
Is there anybody else in this room besides the vampire spawn and this one guy and everybody else in the middle?
No, it seems like the vampire is at the back of the room, and then there is the fighting pit with 10 commoners and an elf girl. As much as you know about elves, really. I'm just going to use this elf ranger for her.
Are they pretty much on the verge of being murdered right now, or are they like fighting?
Not necessarily. Well, I tell you what, give me a medicine check for the people. Yeah.
I never get to do medicine. Hey.
It seems like the group of the elf girl seems like she's not super wounded, but could definitely sort of last a little bit longer. Some of the human, some of the commoners seem to be in a lot worse state, ranging from they're gonna die in like a single hit, to maybe last a bit longer. Though they are, they don't look like they're armed with anything. They're just almost kind of attentively sort of rushing forward and sort of punching at this creature. And kind of lashes out a little bit. The fight at the moment is pretty even-sided. Doesn't seem like any side is making too much of a headway.
Norman will look back to Watgar and Dogma and letting like his mask of everything is fine slip into a look of, oh my god, we need to do something. Then sort of like motions towards the vampire and will stride off towards Kronk.
Mm-hmm.
As you start heading towards Ethan.
Will you also throw me a...
oh shit, I got too close.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, but Darwin would know that, so that's perfectly fine. Wisdom save... Oh, this is bad.
I thought you would have had a decent wisdom saving throw.
You'd think!
Oh, no!
Can I do anything about that?
No,
I do not.
You feel you feel compelled to jump into the pit. So
Norman looks at you, gives like a serious face, and like back to business, and then just dives.
Yeah.
How far does Nariman get?
Well, I mean, he sort of. I mean, I suppose I wasn't really watching where you were going.
Oh, I was like here, and
but
then
basically,
sort of, like,
as soon as you
here.
get within 5 feet of the outside of the ring, you have to take a check.
Then.
So
You would have, like,
probably
there.
wouldn't even get.
Here, I the next one, like on the corner.
Yeah.
It's up to you. That's I can't. Yeah, I didn't see, so I don't want to say anything. But yeah, it's as soon as you hit 5 feet of this, you hit 5 feet of this thing. Why the fuck is vampire not in there? God damn it!
So I'm just compelled to jump in. Or
yeah,
you
you just feel like you need to jump in and You're not entirely sure why. Whether it's like, do I help one of the? Do I help the elf girl? Do I help the winged demon thing? You're not sure. I just jump in.
Well then, I shall
If
jump.
you help the winged demon thing, you have a bad choice in judgment, my friend.
Yep. What skill check should I do? Or am I just gonna like thump?
Yeah, just give me.
Athletic.
Yeah, for the 15 feet's a considerable fall. Make me an acrobatics or athletics, to see if you can sort of catch yourself in some way as you hit the floor. Yeah, you managed to catch yourself fairly well.
So like I'm just landed in the pit. And I'm like, yeah.
And as you sort of land in the pit, then you then realise, oh god, what am I doing with it? You look up and you see this sort of this winged creature just sort of look at you and sort of snarling. Ah! That's at your face. I would like you to roll initiative for me, please.
Can do.
And I tell you what, there, everyone roll me initiative.
Initiative.
Oh, hold on a minute. Oh god, because it's going to add in lots of other people. Hold on, just no one do it just yet because it's just what guy who's done it. And I'll just adjust what guys. What was it? A 20. Cool. Right now, go.
So I got a 22 total. I got a crit. That's awesome. Got change that back.
Oh,
to
I didn't see that
22.
one. Yes, that's.
You're okay. It's like right above.
Yeah, you can adjust it yourself. I need to roll.
Oh
no.
Not seen a 0.
I mean that's fine. That's the thing with initiative. A natural one doesn't really mean anything more than you go last.
Sometimes that's a good thing too.
I've got a bit of
It's
a
not always
problem.
a bad thing.
Yeah, if you're supportive, definitely.
I've got a problem.
You have a problem? What?
Yeah. When I rolled for initiative for prongs, it just added mine up more.
Yeah. Don't know why. Okay.
Does prongs even have
add
its
turn
own
prongs. What was prongs? So that was prongs with a 15. Yeah, I don't know why that would have happened. But your Dokma, you were 11. That's fine.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, like it just like.
Oh, and our best roll for Elf Girl, who has not given a name yet. Who, as you sort of jump down, sort of shouts at you, Nariman. What are you doing, you fool?
I just felt like jumping in. I didn't really want to.
What did I get for that?
Are you okay?
Do I look like I'm okay?
You look like shit.
Kill this thing, and then we'll get the vampire. And she sort of gestures up at the. Well, you know that's Isam.
Now I'm like turn to me as hello. It looks like her like.
Let's not say too much because that's getting in the way. 11. Cool.
Can't believe I rolled a freaking 2.
Seriously, why do I always do that? Descending. Cool. Okay, Nariman.
Nariman, with his turn starting, is going to take a mental. Sorcery is weird, man. Okay, I've used up all of my spell slots in the town for recreational purposes.
Love it.
You know, haste and haste and haste and buckets. Shit.
Haste and buckets.
Yeah, haste and buckets. Nariman is going to throw a blight at the big thing.
Okay.
Just throw a blight, and I may adjust that.
That rolls so many dice.
I know it's weird. It's correct, but
con save.
I got 1, 2, and 7. I'm going to maybe use. I forget how I do this. Do I use
roll the save
how many
and then
points?
see.
Oh yeah, you do the save. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to spend 1 sorcery point, and I'm going to train. I'm going to re-roll the 1 and the 2.
Okay.
So roll.
Yeah, you tell me what the end damage is because
that's
your spell.
2d8. So
So
1
it's
and the 2.
43 what you roll. 43 plus 11.
43 plus 11.
that's
Cool.
54.
Yeah.
54.
It's succeeded. So is that half damage?
Yes.
Okay.
The bastard.
So what's that? 20, 22?
Uh-huh.
It's 54, wasn't it? Or
Yeah, half.
So half that
Oh,
would be
it's
20.
54.
26. Yeah.
Or 20, was it 26?
27.
27. There we go.
27.
Get there in the end.
Oh, man,
Cool.
That's so bad.
Yeah, you gesture forward with your arcane magic, and similar to the guy before, you sort of almost pull some of the life energy out of this thing in the middle of the floor. It just screeches back at you, back in pain. As it sort of looks like it's barreling down in your direction.
Hey,
You've
Dave.
certainly got its attention.
None of that. You're supposed to be dead there. That's not how this works. I'm going to cast. I'm going to use Quicken Spell to use 2 sorcery points. And I'm going
using
to
all the
cast.
things.
Oh, yeah, I've got all the things, all the resources. It's scary. I'll cast Chaos Bolt at level 3.
Oh damn!
And I don't know how to make spells cast at higher levels because Warlock is just
You have to put it into the level 3 spell slot in the spell book. Yeah.
That is annoying.
I know.
Okay, so I'll cast at level 1. We'll do the effect and then we'll up the damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I roll.
That's a hit.
Choose one of the d8s of my damage. So one of the d8s, either a 2 or a 6. So cold or poison. I'll make it be cold.
Okay.
Choose one of the d8s, so it's cold damage. And then for every level above second level or higher, the extra die goes 1d6, so extra 2d6. 3, 4, 2d6. Sorry, I'll get this extra next time.
Is that on top of the 8?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a 3rd level, so I'll do that. Damn, that's a 1. So that's 15 damage. Cold.
Yeah. Okay. You again just sort of tap into your sorcerific magic, cast this bolt of multicolored energy, which in midair transforms into this prickled ball of ice, which slams against this creature. Doesn't seem to have as much of an effect. You remember when you cast it originally, it was quite sort of dangerous as it froze quite a large portion. This thing seems to shrug off most of the, well, not most of the damage. You figure it is resistant to cold. So what was that? It was 15, so yep, cool.
Narman's just gonna as his last breath, look up to the grave like, help!
Just the bit the
against
rock,
the wall.
Yeah, the rock just kind of shivers as this shivers all of the icicles and things off itself. Shrugs it off.
You go, Narman!
No, save the Gronk!
Are you
Do
done?
something! Yeah, I'm done.
Cool. What guy?
Vodgar, seeing that Narman is being a moron and just jumping
Looking
into pits,
over, it doesn't seem like the vampire at the back of the room seems to be making much of a move at all. Just kind of watching what's going on.
Yeah, Vodgar can't really afford that, so he just jumps in.
Cool. Yeah, obviously. So yeah, if you want to make me athletics or acrobatics as well.
16.
Yeah,
26.
easy enough.
Yep.
Sweet.
So I then moved 10 feet. Or is it this 5 feet from here? Because it's this thing in the middle. I don't know what
Yeah, it
it
was
is.
10. It was what? So you moved forward 10 feet, 5 feet.
I moved forward 5 feet, then I jumped in.
Jump down. Whatever you think. Sorry, don't.
Yeah, because the difference is either get 5 feet more or don't.
Mine. What would you say? Is dropped down 15 feet? Does that count as moving?
Well, if it's sheer, I suppose no. Just let it go.
Yeah, sure,
Go
whatever.
ahead. It's more fun to go and
Yeah,
belt
that's
in
fine.
first.
Fine,
So yeah.
because then I can hit him.
Mhm.
That's excellent. So yeah, I'm gonna hit him.
I'm gonna hit him.
Yep. I'm not really gonna do much.
Yeah,
thinking.
it's a large
I'm just gonna
creature,
go.
but I don't think that matters to you do it. Does it even? That's not a
15.
word. 15. Yeah, that's a hit. So that is 9 piercing damage. Again, as you similar to Nariman, you swing Mercy's bite towards this enemy. It seems to sort of stick in, but not as far as you would have expected. There seems to be some sort of something protecting it from non-magical damage.
This is magical damage.
Yes, it is, because it's a magical weapon. Never mind. I just gave the game away. Hold on. Because I'm doing it on my phone. So yeah, that's 9 piercing damage. Okay. Yeah. Forget that. You hurt this thing. You hurt this thing. Yeah.
Yep.
You hurt this thing. You hurt it bad. And 15 again, yeah. So that's another 9 damage. That's really spooky. That's another 9 health. Okay. Make 2 quick
That's actually
digs.
just I rolled 2, by the way, for that 9 damage.
Awesome. Fighters, man. Yeah. You swing your pick into this thing. It seems to dig quite deep into this thing's flesh. Yeah, you're very much. As you're sort of hitting into it, you're almost sort of seeing the magical barrier just sort of break a little bit as your thing breaks through.
Just a quick, just so we can correct it if I fuck anything up. Let me just check something real quick.
Yeah, sure.
6 plus 8. This is 7 plus 8. No, it's still the same. No, it's fine then. I hit.
Yeah.
I was just checking if I actually did hit it, because I did correct my stats before for strength, but I don't know if it applied to my.
I imagine it would have
but
done.
It did. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same number, so.
Yeah. So two quick strikes. Slam.
Yep.
black blood just sort of starts to ooze out of these puncture wounds.
Yep.
Are you done?
Yep, that's me.
Cool. Prongs.
Because I'm literally on the back of Prongs. Prongs is literally looking at a hole thinking, 15 foot down.
How is my Mercy's Bite doing, by the way?
Let me just double check. I think you're doing fine. The weapon doesn't seem to be glowing at all. But yeah, definitely as you've hit into this thing, you realise, the magical damage is definitely affecting it better.
Cool.
Prongs is literally going to turn around on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
So he's sort of facing behind. And then, softly, now Docman's going to be facing the arena, and Prongs is going to be facing behind, because obviously he's aware of this stuff behind us.
Yeah.
But obviously I don't really want Prongs to jump down a 15 foot
Again,
hole,
as you're looking around, it doesn't seem like the vampire is sort of reacting at all. You're aware that the vampire spawn is sort of working for the vampire at the back, Isem.
Well, either way, I don't want Prongs down a 15 foot hole, so I'm going to end my go with Prongs.
Yeah. So is that all you're going to do with Prongs then?
Yeah, I'm literally just going to sort of just sit him there. He's going to watch around.
Okay. The Vrock is going to make a... Yeah, as you sort of start coming up towards it and it's battered down, you can see its head just sort of, its beaked mouth just sort of open up and it screeches into your face. Will you make me a Constitution saving throw, please, Woggar?
Sure.
And also, actually, Elf Girl, because she is in range. I don't think Nariman needs to... Nariman, you need to as well, actually.
Oh, okay.
Constitution save.
Oh, wait,
I
for
failed it.
result for what, Gar? Nariman is going to... Okay, I'm going to bend luck and use 2 sorcery points to roll a 1d4 to assist in his saving throw. And then I'll do mine. Come on, give me a 2. Give me a 2! What is that? Yeah, it's 2!
Okay,
I very much doubt that it's going to be enough.
So that was for Wotgar, not on yourself?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
can't do it
unfortunately,
without the person I
Wotgar, you failed the save. Nariman, you make the save.
So close.
But yeah,
Sorry,
this thing opens its mouth and just screeches and bellows into the pits. The commoners around just seem to sort of back away from whatever's going on. They don't seem to want to. Now that something else has kind of jumped in to sort of almost looks like do their job, they're backing away. Both the elf girl and Nariman, you sort of put your hands up to your ears and kind of block it out, and unfortunately you take the full brunt of this. Wotgar, you are stunned till the end of the Vrock's next turn. Let me just double check that you can't save.
So my next turn, basically.
Your next turn you'll be stunned. And
Plus the fact that in next turn it gets a stupid effect on me. I'm stunned, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want me to look up the status effect.
No, it's not that. I'm just making sure that there isn't anything else that... you can't make another save on that, because...
No, I probably can't, because I'm stunned till the end of its next turn.
Sure
Basically, one my turn. No problem.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
you are stunned at the moment.
Yep. So it has advantage on my attacks.
Yeah, but that's all it's going to do at the moment. It uses its action to do that. Kronk!
Gonna walk over here.
Okay.
And turn to Vampire. And go, Isam, I like this fighting pit you've got. Reminds me of my childhood. Is it some sort of rite or something?
Looks at you curiously, but there's
my mates jumping in hell.
Yeah, there's a bit of a grin on his face. Just seeing, he says, "Yes, with fighting this Vrock, time to get it a bit stronger than it already is. Bend its will, so we say. Please, if you'd like to join in and help, feel free."
Why? What's it for? What's a Vrock?
Well, this Vrock is a reasonably powerful demon. We intend to bend it to its will, as we have been doing in the prisons for quite some time now.
Yeah, right. Oh, so I should hit it then?
If you feel that you want to.
Well, I don't want to spoil nothing. If they're having fun, I don't want to nick their task.
Very good. And he sort of just gestures Gestures
spend my
down.
turn.
Yeah, that's
spend
fine.
my turn
So you can jump down now if you want, or you can just wait. It's up to you. Whatever movement you've got left.
Sure, I'll.
Yeah.
I've not used lots. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I've got 20 left. So I'll.
What's your speed? 40?
40.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there's a reason I make a good mount. Yes, I'll wander up behind it.
Yeah, we'll say it was your action to have that reasonable conversation there.
Cool. In which case, no, I'm not particularly angry here. So I shall use my bonus action to trip it up.
Okay. Save, I'm assuming?
No, I've got to do an athletics check, and you've got to roll higher than I do.
Okay. What's it?
I have. Do I have advantage on that?
What?
On a shove. What's a shove?
It's what I'm using. Basically, athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
Right. Yeah. So I've got advantage on that. So
Cool.
it's 27.
Yeah. No, definitely not. Yeah. So is that just shove it down prone?
So yeah, it's prone.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, I could have shield bashed it too. I forgot.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Yeah. So you just sort of jump down into this pit. And just sort of just punch against it and knock this thing down to the floor. Seems particularly easy to do. It wasn't much of a challenge.
It's made of paper.
Okay. So that you've done, we'll move on to Elf Girl, who looks like she's going to try and get out of the. Oh God, why can I not? There we go. So she's going to move up to there, so that's 5, 10, and she's going to make an athletics to try and climb out of the pit. And not do brilliantly. Oh, no. Yeah, it looks like she sort of goes up to try and climb out, and then there's almost some sort of... She sort of reaches forward and then kind of just pulls back in herself. Very strange to anybody who would be looking around. Turns around and launches and attempts to shoot with her bow at this thing. No, she hasn't got a bow. She's going to fling a dagger from her belt, which she fucking misses miserably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kill the demon! It must die! Docma.
I think it's prone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's currently prone. Yeah. I would say from attacking from that point, you'd have advantage. Well, you would because it's prone anyway. But yeah.
No, he wouldn't actually.
Yeah,
Wait, no?
disadvantage.
Oh, because it's prone, but
Yeah.
advantage from flanking because Kronk's on the other side, so just a regular attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a regular attack.
Yeah.
If you want to attack, sorry, not saying that you have to.
Yep. I'll have to look at it. I've dock an arrow to my bow.
Mhm.
And I'm going to use sharpshooter. I'm just going to go.
You're gonna sharpshoot with this bitch. Ooh, yeah, easy enough. Yep. So that's that 19 damage. Though, yeah, I've given the game away now. This thing is resistant to non-magical damage. So you hit against it, but it doesn't seem to have as much of a punch as you would have expected to do, even with your sort of sharpshooter shot. Yeah. Sorry.
Also, now I'm gonna shoot again.
Yep.
Just for the lulz.
Oh, dearie me! That's such a shame getting a crit on something that's resistant to that damage.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Well, that's fine. Again, 19 damage. What is it with you guys getting the same rolls? And then, that's
He didn't roll well either. He just rolled a 5.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the crit is max damage. So, yeah. You're kind of disappointed that you managed to get this shot sort of into the skull of this thing. It impacts a bit, but it doesn't seem to be phased as much as you would have expected to do.
And after that, I run and jump down in.
You can jump down in as well.
Yep.
Okay, if you want to make me an athletics check, or acrobatics or athletics, whichever.
Okay.
And really, I should make you do on Kronk as well. I just now remember that I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Though I think
it's all right. I wouldn't have failed it.
I was going to say I think you're proficient anyway, but
I get plus 11 to the roll and advantage.
You get plus 11. Damn.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
There's no way I would have failed it.
Fair enough.
Why didn't you use acrobatics? Don't you have higher stats?
I might have done.
Docma, you suffer 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you just sort of land a little bit wrong. You go for a superhero landing. You're like, oh, there's a rock there.
No, it's the same. I'm proficient in athletics.
Yeah, of course. Your dex is probably higher than your strength, right?
So is that you done then, Docma?
Yes, that is. Well, yeah, because I can't get out another weapon really for
true.
next turn. So.
Graylin!
Pardon me.
Everybody is just jumping into this pit at this point.
Yeah. Okay. So. Let's see the best thing to do here.
Looking back across the room, if you would do, you can see that there's the vampire at the back. Isem just kind of seems to be clapping at this point, just sort of cheering you on.
Cheering us on.
Seems like it.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna. Let's bring this up here. It's probably best for me at this point then to cast Conjure Animals.
Okay.
It's got to be 60 feet range.
So is that you conjure point 60 feet away and animals appear? I don't know. I don't know the specifics of the spell. That's all.
Yeah, I'll get this for you here.
That's fine. Yeah, just post it in. That'll be fine. And what is it that you're conjuring? Because I imagine you have to make a choice.
Yeah, I'm. Just where I don't know how to point on this.
If you just click and hold, it pings.
Okay, so basically, all right, either side of this guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast conjure 2 brown bears.
Brown bears. Are they challenge rating 1?
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. Yeah, I'll just put a brown dot that there are brown bears there. Because I didn't have brown bear tokens. What? So 1 there and 1 there. B for bear. That's a B, honest. Cool.
So I have to roll an initiative for each of those, is that right? Or for the pair of them?
Yeah. Rule of summoned creatures as a group. I can't remember what a bear is. For it's bonus. I'll just quickly check. So I've got the monster manual. Haven't I?
But what for? What do you want?
Brown bear.
For?
Brown bear.
They've got Dex 10, so they don't get any bonus.
Oh, so yeah, it's just a D20 then, because I don't have a dexterity bonus.
Hold on. 20.
So yeah, just slash R1 D20 4. Cool. Can I give that a turn? No, I can't. Sure. They acted just before you, so we'll just say that for ease. So yeah, you spring forth these bears, just kind of rise up out of the ground, and they kind of sparkle a little bit. But yeah, kind of like a pastely brown, if that even exists as a thing. Is there anything else you want to do then?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in along with everybody else.
Okay. Boom, 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 woo.
Let's see. Is there any particular way to move?
How do you mean?
I'll be looking for this one, man. 30 feet.
Oh, little arrow at the top on the left-hand side, and then click on your character and move it.
Yeah,
that's what you mean.
Understand.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're jumping down into the pit, if you make me an athletics check or an acrobatics. Let's see if you take any damage from the fall. You suffer, oh dear, 6 bludgeoning damage. You seem to just sort of just land completely wrong, like on your ass. You're not knocked prone, but you don't, you suffer a bit of damage. So that's your action, your movement. Do you have anything you want to do as a bonus?
Yeah, as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh.
Shillelagh! Shillelagh! Cool. Your weapon starts to grow with green energy. Vines kind of wrap around it. Nariman!
Is that concentration spell?
Oh yeah, there's a
Main
thing.
thing.
Is Shillelagh a concentration?
Oh dear.
Because if you cast Shillelagh,
No, just his duration, 1 minute.
cool, fair enough then.
Nice.
So Narman,
Main thing is Mia. It's past 10 o'clock.
Yeah, let's just finish this fight and then.
yeah, it shouldn't last too much longer.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's already done.
this thing looked bad to start with. It's certainly on its last legs at the moment.
Okie dokie. Norman
Also,
is going
Walk
to...
has stunned for the next turn.
It's
Yep.
true. Norman is going to take out a sling, and I would like to use a charge.
Oh dear. Okay,
Okay.
you'll have to paste me the text for that because I cannot remember what I had the notes,
I'll whack it in the description, and I'll paste the 3.
Oh, good. That's
Let's see.
again.
I did this right in the past. Come on, past Chippy. You can do it.
Cool. 3 charges. When you make an attack, you can choose a charge to expend. Grows to abnormal size. The creature, the target, and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a DC 15 Dexterity check. So that would be Kronk and Watgar.
I automatically fail.
You automatically fail because you're prone, and it automatically fails because it's prone.
Prone.
Yeah.
But I get advantage,
You
so
have
we're all good.
So what do you get advantage from?
Being a barbarian.
True. Yes, danger sense.
I can
think
see
that's
a
what it's called.
dexterity save coming. I'll probably still fail, but you know.
Oh
Yeah.
dear. Oh man. Okay, so
then.
that's 3d8 maximum. Oh dear.
It's
Yeah.
bludgeoning and fire damage, but it didn't
Bludgeoning and
split them
fire
up. I had
damage.
3d8 and 3d8, but
Oh, is that?
it's done 3 numbers: 5 plus 6 plus 5 for 2 3d8s, right?
Yeah. So that's. Oh god. Yeah. That's 5, 6, and 5. So you need to roll another 3d8 just for the extra. So we'll say that was the bludgeoning damage.
Oh, so it didn't separate them.
No,
Roll
it doesn't look like it's
3d8.
only rolled for 3 of them for some reason. You could roll 68. That would
I'll do
work.
68.
So the bludgeoning damage is actually it's magical, so that's full bludgeoning damage on the thing. So what's that? 16 bludgeoning damage.
I was hoping it wasn't going to be big enough to hit both of them. I mean, we'd find.
The target and creatures within 5 feet of it.
Oh, good, it does.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
Okay, so you two take the damage. Unfortunately, full brunt of it.
Oh god, Watgard takes like 32. Oh!
Yeah.
Good job, you.
How much damage is that, sorry?
16 plus 16.
32.
32.
Thank you.
Well then, should have done that.
Yeah, you probably could have
no.
used your shield thing if you weren't unconscious, if you weren't stunned.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you need to pass to... Oh, yeah, you would have to pass, but yeah, you could.
Fair enough.
Let's see.
Narman, how would
I
you like
will
to do
use-
this? Oh,
Oh,
unless you want to
kill him.
do this, I want you to just do this again.
No, I'm perfectly fine with it being dead like
Yeah.
this.
Cool.
What I'll do is I'm gonna wait until it like opens its mouth, and I'm gonna like pull back the sling and focus really hard on it, and the ball just gets bigger, and my hand, and I just like release it, and it's like a football-sized
Yeah.
rock just like lands in its mouth, and it's like and
Just explodes
blow off
outwards.
the head of it.
The head of the rock just explodes in place. All that's left is just kind of a blackened smudge on the floor. Unfortunately, yeah, Narman and Kronk do take the full brunt of the damage.
That was amazing! Do it again!
Beaten back
Do
a
it
little
again!
bit.
I think you.
And as that happens, the only thing you can hear after the damage dies down is just the.
Oh god, it made him happy.
And that's where we'll end it for tonight.
Nice.
Dun dun dun!
Thank
Yeah.
you for that very wonderful game.
No worries. Sorry that went on a little bit late, but can be.
nah,
Sorry,
it's
smushed you.
Well, we didn't start till a
Yeah.
little bit late.
That's true.
Bye, stream.
Yep. So
Thanks,
say
Steve.
goodbye to anybody in stream, and goodbye to anybody who may be around till next week. Stop
Goodbye.
stream.